Me too.
Is it going? You are live. You're live. Can you see us?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Should we do the whole sale in our British accent?
I don't know. It
Hello?
just went British like immediately. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Can you guys
Would
see
you like a
us?
spot of tea and a crimpet? Hello?
A
I
spot of
see us.
tea. Yes, please. Hello.
Oh my God, that would be
Okay, I
hilarious.
refreshed. I see us. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello?
Oh my gosh. I
Hello?
think the heat is getting to my brain a little bit. Yeah, it was over 100 degrees here today in Michigan. Very humid. Feels like Florida. I have been to Florida in July before, and it feels pretty darn close to that. It's very, very humid. It's supposed to get even hotter this weekend. So I know a lot of us in the chat can relate. A lot of people are dealing with heat, humidity, high heat indexes, all the things. So yeah, bad air conditions. Yes, all the
Yeah.
things. So um, yeah, we are just trying to get through the weekend. No, I agree, Renee. It's not. No, it's not supposed to feel like Southern Florida.
No,
No,
it's not. You're not
I
supposed to
I
have that.
agree with that. It's going to make. We have an antique show that we're going to Sunday, and I mean the show starts at 8 a.m., but it's still like even at 8 a.m. it's supposed to be 90 degrees. So that's going to be an interesting morning.
Heather said it's even 81 up in Maine. That's kind of hot. That's kind of hot for
For
Maine.
Maine, yeah, yeah, it is.
And I know Karen G has been saying up in Canada it's been so hot and humid, which isn't the norm.
Yeah.
You guys are up too far. You're supposed to be in the 80s with a little bit of humidity, not these 90s and hundreds with humidity. I mean, I don't know.
It's
I
gross.
don't know.
That's about the best word that I can use to describe it. Is gross. All right. It feels like an armpit outside. Yes. Okay.
Who said that?
How is well?
That?
Thanks everyone that joined us over on Mother Tucker's channel for Christmas in July with Heather of Antique Agenda last night. That was super fun, and we have one more week, you guys. One more week. Although we might have a little bit of maybe Christmas on Thursday next week, just a little, not a full on Christmas, just maybe a few things.
I'm always okay with that. That's always an easy thing to make happen.
Yeah, I know that's never a problem with either one of us.
No, never.
Let's say hello to the friends. Then we will talk about a couple things coming up, and then we will go over how the sale is going to work briefly, and we will get right into it. So, first person, I already knew who was here first in the chat today. I came in a little after 6. William was first in the chat today, and then Lisa was here as well. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. And rounding out top 3 tonight is Kim.
Kim, hi Kim.
Congratulations, Kim. You won, Kim. Thanks for being here. Renee is here. I know.
Renee. Good to see you, Renee.
StreamYard is being kind of weird today. So hopefully it's going to let me highlight things as we go along. Cindy Lou, hello.
Cindy. It was a little glitchy last night for me.
Yeah. Dusty Moose.
Dusty, how are you?
Dusty, good to see you. There's your man.
It's the one, the only Grady Group of Vintage Recordings, gang. If you are not following him, please make sure you do so. He has a YouTube channel. It's free to subscribe. Remember that, guys. Just because our channels ask you to subscribe, we are not going to charge you to subscribe. It's free. So please subscribe to Amie.
Yes, subscribing is free, and membership here on my channel is 99 cents.
The cheapest around. So please make sure that you are subscribed to Grady Group of Vintage Recordings. It's a very, very fun channel. It's very interactive, as you can get here on YouTube with music. It's played on vinyl, on a turntable. He drops all kinds of knowledge. Heck, he even takes Valentine's Day requests when it's that time of the year. I'm sure he'll be taking.
Fun. I liked that.
It was dedications.
Yes, the dedications, yes.
He did personalized dedications, and I'm sure he'll be doing some more fun things at Christmas time, maybe sort of like that. So follow him here and over on the gram, as the kids say, the IG. Same name, same avatar over there. And, of course, please show those Gillettes some support. And make sure you're following those Gillettes over on Vamp when they go live, when they do their little talk show. And I say little talk show because it's such a small screen with the two of them sitting there next to each other. It's such a cute thing to watch. and they play games. They share box openings. They talk about trivia. They do trivia. So make sure you follow them over on Vamp and check them out. Right now, it seems like every Sunday around 4 p.m. Eastern is when they're on. So show them some support. It's fun. It's fun over there.
All right. Minx is here with us tonight.
Hey, Minx.
Good to see you. Then there's Karen. Karen's going to be our bid ender tonight. Thank you, Karen. Hello. In advance, lady. Nicodemus. Hello, Nikki. Good to see you. Miss Deborah Williams. Good to see you Deborah. Tonight as well.
My phone's already lagging behind.
I think mine is too. Yes, the lag has been just terrible recently. Janet B is here. Hey, Janet.
Hello, Janet. Good to see you.
There's Jason's mom. Hey, Linda.
Love you, Mom.
Tracy's joined us tonight.
Tracy, good to see you.
I know Hulk Hogan died today.
Oh, I know. It was the big three. The big three from the 80s. I mean, yeah. And they say it comes in threes, and it did. It did. Yeah.
That was very sad. Janine's here. Hey, Janine. Hi, good to see you. There's Mama Pam. Hey, Mom.
Mama Pam.
Jennifer Cagel's here. Hey, Jennifer.
Good to see you guys. All our friends are here, Amy.
They are. Just everybody is very chatty in the chat. I'm trying to scroll as quickly as I can go without skipping. Brian is here. Hey, Brian.
Good to see you, sir.
How Terry's are you? Here.
Hi, Terry.
Sharon's joined us tonight.
Hi, Sharon.
Carrie's back. Hey,
hello, Carrie. Good to see
Heather
you.
Gibbs is here.
Checking in from Maine.
There's Tina. Hey, Tina.
Hello, Tina. And I think Tina changed her avatar.
She did. She got to keep us on our toes, Jason.
I know, but that makes me feel nice and cool. Nice and cool, that picture.
And yes, Halloween is coming, Minx. I agree with that. Yes. Very much so. Miss Gutierrez. Hello, Debbie. Good to see you. Spark Joy in Life.
Hello, Spark
Welcome Joy. In. I'm going. There's Aaron. Hello, Aaron, are you going to be on the 127? You're going to be on the 127? I am. Well, we are for a few days. Yes, we are. Paula's here. Hey, Paula. Good to see you. And Paula's using that meow meow Parmesan head emoji. So, yeah, if you guys are a channel member, don't forget you have fun emojis you can put in the chat. Anytime Parmesan, he's napping. Can you see him back there? he's napping. But anytime Parmesan comes up here and makes an appearance, you can put his head in the chat, just for fun. Pat is here. Hey, Pat.
Hi, Pat. You made my smile even bigger tonight. How are you?
Good to see you. Let's see. I just see a lot of repeats. Aunt Kiki, good to see you tonight.
Aunt Kiki, how are you?
Brenda's here. Hey, Brenda.
Brenda.
Gnarly Jones.
Hello, Gnarly.
I know it's hot. It's hot everywhere in Michigan. She lives on the other side of the state from me, but it's hot everywhere. So I don't even got to ask what temperature it is over there. Nikki. Hey, lady.
Hello, Nikki. Good to see you.
Thanks for saying hi. There's Angela.
Hello, Angela.
Repeats. I'm trying to go. I'm just really trying to not skip over anybody. Janet. Hey,
hello, Janet.
There's Critter Girl. Welcome in. And I think I have reached the bottom.
I think you did.
Reached the bottom. Well, if I skipped you, I'm so sorry. Can I plug Yes, you can. So Misty is doing some duo sales this weekend over on Virtual Antique Marketplace. And Willie usually goes live with Emmeline Darlene on Friday nights just for moral support while Emmeline does her sales. But William's actually going to be selling some of his items from his collection with Misty this weekend.
Okay.
So you got to go over. I don't know what time. I don't know what time it is because she's doing sales all weekend.
Right.
Duo sales with different people.
Right.
So, yeah, you got to let me know what time. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm here for it. Yeah.
Do you have a time, William? Do you have a time that you'll be on?
Yeah, what time,
Day
William?
and time, William. I'm trying to see in the
I know
chat.
it's Saturday.
Okay.
She has put some on Sunday, but I know it's on Saturday at some point.
Because I was just over there trying to look and see who's scheduled and what's going on. 4:30.
4:30. Okay,
Okay.
so that's 4:30 Central. I think Texas is Central Time, right?
Or would it?
So that'd be 5:30 Eastern, right? Correct.
Willie, was that
4:30 Central. Okay.
Thank you,
All right.
Dusty. Thank
All
you,
right.
Dusty.
The time zones always mess me up. Okay, 4:30 Central. Okay. Well, good luck, Willie. It'll be fine. You got it. You got it. All right.
I'm gonna buy everything new old stock that he has and then do a video.
He's not gonna put nothing new old stock in the sale.
I was gonna say I'd buy it and then do a video of me opening it all. He would drive up here to Pennsylvania and literally.
He totally would, and he would steal whatever hat that you have left. That's what it would happen.
Yes, he would, Amy.
Yeah.
Yes, he would. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So welcome in, everybody. If we missed you, we apologize. Thanks for being here and joining us. Welcome to Fantastic Finds. We are here every single Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern for some vintage and antiques when we can. Goodies to bring you guys. Before we get into how the sale is going to work, a couple things that we wanted to mention. So next Wednesday, if you have been joining us for Christmas and July Wednesdays, we have one more. Sad to say, we have one more installment over on Jason's channel. Misty is going to be joining us to end the month. Misty's going to be joining us at 7 p.m. Eastern next Wednesday. Over on Mother Tucker's Antiques channel. So make sure you're subscribed to Jason's channel, please.
Come on, it's free. Just do it. It's free.
So that you don't miss that fun sale. Sure to be fun. And the other thing that we wanted to mention is Jason and I were invited to be guests next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Kat the Nurse Flipper's channel for her reseller podcast. Yes. So Jason and I are going to be guests over there next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. As soon as we have a promo, we will share it with you guys in case you guys want to come and listen to that. But yeah, we're both going to be on the podcast next Tuesday. So that's fun.
It's going to be fun. And if you guys can't watch it live, she always posts it.
Yeah, she does always post replays on her channel.
You can always go back and watch.
Yep.
So you have
Captain Nurse Flipper will be there next Tuesday.
It's going to be a good time.
All right. Let's go over the sale nuts and berries briefly. I know most of you already know how that works. Hello, Joe. I just saw you pop in.
Hey, Joe.
All right. So make sure in live chat all messages and not top chat. And I see I'm in top chat on my device, so I'm going to switch to all messages right now. And definitely utilize that gear wheel icon if you have it on your mobile devices, upper right-hand corner for the screen, playback speed 2 times, lower right-hand corner for the computer. Check to make sure that red line at the bottom is all the way to the right. You can be refresh as often as possible. Hello, Trendlin. Good to see you tonight. So, make sure you refresh, you guys. That's about all that we try and remind you as often as possible, but do that refresh. We will be doing all auction style this evening. So we will give you a starting price, pin it up here on the screen. If you're interested in bidding on the item, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat. I will highlight them as they come in to the screen. And we will give you any kind of information that we know about the item, any kind of history, makers, errors, that sort of thing, and know any kind of issues that the item might have while we are showing it to you live on the screen. So if there's any chips, repairs, any kind of damage, we will show it to you as best as we can. If you're interested in bidding, type those bids down in the chat, and we will do a 20-second countdown to account for the lag, hopefully, and don't wait to put your bids into the last second. Inevitably, you will come in after the bid end. So get them in early. And the highest bid that we see coming to the chat for the item that we're showing before Karen's bid end will be the winner. We also are doing the just in case, of course. So all that we ask to use the just in case is that you're an active bidder. So you've put one straight bid in the current item that we're showing. Then you can use the just in case during the countdown. That's the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item, plus the letters JIC type that into the chat. And if your just in case bid is the highest before Karen's bid end, we will bid you up $1 over the next highest bid. But if there's multiple just in cases put into the chat that come in before the bid end, keep in mind those do turn into regular bids. Very important is if you win an item from us tonight, emails are up here on the screen, down in the description of the video. Also pinned in a comment at the top of the chat. If you're a brand new buyer, maybe it's been a while since you purchased from us, you can always send that information to us again. It's much easier when we go to do our invoicing, if we can find your information quickly. So we do need an email sent to us with your YouTube screen name, your real name if it's different from your screen name, your full shipping address, an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. And if you don't have PayPal, let us know. We can send you a direct link to that invoice when we send them out. Send you a guest checkout that you can check out with any debit or credit card. And keep in mind when we do send our invoices out, payment is expected within 24 to 48 hours of receiving that invoice. And shipping is not included with the winning bid price. We do both use Pirate Ship to get discounted shipping rates. We do pass those savings right on to you guys. You guys pay the same thing that we do. And the rate is calculated from your zip code to us, the size and weight of your package. That's why we need your full shipping address. And do check and make sure that your correct shipping address and information is in PayPal and when you check out as a guest, because that is where we get your address from to print on your shipping labels, FYI. So always check and make sure that that's correct in there. That way your tracking will be accurate as well. We do have shipping available to anywhere in the US, Canada, and Australia. And I'll let Jason talk about that last point, and then we'll talk about our invoicing this week.
If you purchase from me tonight, I'm in Pennsylvania. I am in central Pennsylvania. I'm about an hour and a half west of Philadelphia. I own a shop called Mother Tucker's Antiques. So if you're in the area or you're coming to the area and you don't want to pay shipping and you want to pick it up, which means you can buy more goodies because you don't got to pay the shipping, you just let me know and we will invoice you for any items or item that you purchase. And then once that invoice is paid for, we will then communicate on when and how you want to pick it up. Please always keep that in the emails. That way we're on the same page on when, you're going to come pick it up. We don't want to mess that up or we don't want to miss anything. We don't want to gum the chat up, to discussing that bit of business. But we can hold things for timely, for a timely manner, a month or two. If it's a ton of stuff, maybe not that long, but there's never been an issue, but as long as it's within a timely manner is all we ask. So again, Amy, thank you so much.
Okay. I do ship from Michigan. I will be doing invoicing tomorrow, probably afternoon, evening. I have to go down to our antique booth in the morning tomorrow. So hopefully afternoon time, I can start getting some invoices out there. But if you bought anything from either one of us last night on the Christmas sale, we're happy to combine invoice for you for those sales as well.
Absolutely. And like I had said, I ship out of Pennsylvania. I will be doing all of my packaging and the invoicing will be done on Saturday, somewhere between, I do that in the morning and then Tina sends out the invoices, usually afternoon, early evening, something like that. Speaking of Tina, please, on Friday night, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, she has curated a fantastic, probably the best yet, jewelry sale on her Whatnot. So if you guys could just pop in and say hello, it is Mother Tucker's Tina. So please follow her over there. All you got to do is get to our link trees. We have a link tree here on our YouTube. We have a link tree over on the Instagram page. So if you could just pop in, say hello, maybe hang out for a little bit. She has been growing them slowly but surely over there, and she'd love to see some of her friends pop in and say hello. So I think that's it for me. I think that's everything. Hey, Trendlin popped in. Hello, Trendlin. It's good to see you. And Catherine popped in while we were.
I was just going to say.
I
said hey to Trendlin while I was like right before I started my spiel, but I saw Catherine popped in there before. And we do have community share tonight following the sale from Miss Terry V. I do have some Christmas photos to share with you. And next week, since it is sadly the end of our Christmas in July, Jason and I are going to be sharing some pictures from our Christmas displays, collection, that sort of thing, we'll be both sharing some photos next week for community share. However, the following week, I don't have any more photos. So if anybody wants to send anything in that you want us to share, here's our email, ShareMyFindsLive@gmail.com. Anything that you'd like to send us, an amazing find, a vignette you put together, maybe you find a piece of Holt Howard for 50 cents at a garage sale. That would be amazing. We would love to see it. So if you want to email us anything, just make sure and send a brief description along with your photos so we know how to talk about them. And if you want your name mentioned or you'd like to remain anonymous. So anything that you guys want to send, please do. Please do. Okay. I guess that is all the nuts and berries. Christine Ketty, welcome in. That's a new name. Thanks for being here. All right. Jason, you want me to go first this week?
Please, Amy.
As always.
Just won't be. It'll mess up those. There'll be no feng shui.
No, it'll mess up the good juju or something. I don't know.
KP,
welcome
how
in.
are you?
Good to see you. Okay. No, I don't want to paste an address. That's not what I want to do. Okay. This is a little lot that I'm going to start out with tonight. I did change a few things or added to a few things that I had previewed. I had forgot about some things. So anyways, so this is a little lot that you're going to get together. So everything that you're going to see is coming together. So it's going to start at 16. So first off, we are going to have a flower frog. All right, metal flower frog, a little baby one. I love these little baby ones, especially for ephemera. They're my favorite. And this postcard is going to be included. And I also have another thing that I'm going to show you momentarily. So this is a made in Germany. Actually, both of the cards that I'm going to show you are made in Germany. This one says printed in Germany right there at the top. No postmark on it, but it is dated 1911 there on the back side. Looks like it was sent Assyria, Michigan. I think I know where that's at. From Aunt Carrie. So beautiful bluebird, happy birthday postcard. Plus the flower frog. All right. And the other cool thing, this was in my preview, is this awesome Valentine. Now I know it's not Valentine's Day, okay, but it's not super Valentine-y. It read more summertime to me, and usually every time that I see these, they are broken. So this is a very cool. This is also made in Germany, printed. It's very tiny along the side here, printed in Germany. Little swinging. It's a girl in a swing, but this one actually does not need the flower frog. It's actually supposed to be displayed like this, and then actually it's the other way. The middle and pops out, and then she free swings on her little there like that. So really nice condition on it. I don't really see, it is used, so it is signed here on the back side, right down there at the bottom, but very minimal wear. Every time that I see these, this part back here is broken. It's just kind of pasted in place with paper tabs, or the rings are broken. There is a whole series that they made of these kind of swing little. There's an actual wooden swing with a girl and a boy on it. There's like a whole series of 6 different cards of these, but really nice condition. This one does not need the aid of the flower frog. It can stand on its own, kind of like a swing set, just like a swing set you'd have in the yard. But you can, if you want, post it in the flower frog, and she still will swing back and forth for you. But you're going to get all 3 things together. Since they're both German cards, I thought that was a good pairing, plus the little flower frog, which are not getting easier to find. Catherine, I see you. Thank you so much. And Nikki is back in there with a 22. MJ just popped in there with a 23. Thank you all so much. All right, let's find out how bad the lag is today with you guys. We're going to count it down. We're looking for 24 or more on the trio. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I have never seen one of these, and I've
I was
even
just
had
going to ask you if you'd ever seen one of these, Jason.
No, we had a pretty big ephemera guy at my shop for years, and he did postcards, and I never even saw one that he never had any.
They're I don't run across them as often as I used to without some sort of damage. So that was pretty exciting to find one that was still in good condition. Okay, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, so Catherine came back in there with a 25. Nikki Mouse had a just in case right before Karen's bid end. So Nikki Mouse, it's yours for 26 for the set. Thank you so much.
So good. All right. $10 choice, Amy. $10 choice. And I have some bone china minis. And I have out my Garden Guy Bill board that I was gifted. So I'm going to try to do it up right. So they're all in very good condition, except little kitty cat has a little teeny tiny nip on the top of the ear of the mother one. I'll show that to you in a minute. So it'll be $10 choice. I tried to cover the gamut. I wanted to cover the dog lovers, the cat lovers, the rabbit lovers, and everyone in between. And it's been a little bit since I've had some trio bone china figurines to show you guys. So $10 choice. I'm going to give you the measurements on the parent animal, and then that'll help you kind of figure out how small the babies are. So the dog, the basset hound, I believe it's a basset hound, he or she is 3 inches wide. The rabbit, which I'll show you, which is in the middle, measures 2.5 inches wide. And then little kitty cat over here, which has a little nip on her ear, she's 2.5 inches tall. So let's get into it here. I'll show you show them to you very quickly. So again, you're very traditional. They're kind of a satin finish. Most of them either say made in China or bone china on them. This one must have been attached to paper at one point. So there is some paper on the feet on some of the dogs. So that was the big dog, the mama or daddy dog. Here's your baby. A little bit of water, you should be able to get the rest of that off. That's the way they came. I'm sure they were attached to cardboard originally. So there's the other little baby, all in good condition. I've never had these rabbits before. We collect miniatures. So here is the adult one. There you can see bone china. Very, very, rabbit-like, running, doing its thing. Here is the middle child. I usually think that the big ones are like the mom or the dad, and then this one is either the opposite parent, and then, of course, you have a baby. So they are all in superb condition.
Tiny little bun.
Look at that little eye. He's so bashful. Now, the kitty cat, little teeny tiny. I'm hoping I can get it. It's right up here. It's a little white speck right there on the tip of the ear. Little teeny tiny white speck. But I never had this kind of a cat before, so I thought we would offer it even with the little
like a calico kind of cat.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Anna Banana. So they kind of look like Anna Banana's family, and the two babies are about the same size, so they'd be like little sister and brothers. So I see everybody's bids. Thank you so much. Lynn is in at 12, so we're looking for 13 or more, and then you'll just claim them by the number. So the basset hounds are A, the rabbits are B, and the cats are C. C for cat. That's the best I could do. So 13 or more, we are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 13 or more. The bid end from Karen G. And again, if you wanted the dogs, it's letter A. Rabbits are B. B for bunny. I did 2 then. And then I got C for cat. So, Tina, I do see your just in case of 22. Renee is in with a just in case of 23 right before that bid end. So with the 2 just in cases, Renee at 23, you get, Tina, your 23 did come in right after the bid end. But Renee, you get first choice. Tina, you'll be on deck. So Renee, let me know, did you want A, B, C? Okay, so A, they're going to you, Renee. Thank you so much. So Tina, were you interested at 22? Were you interested in the bunnies? Or, okay, the bunnies are yours. Thank you so much, Tina. Congratulations. And then we're left with the kitty cats. So Lynn, were you interested in the kitty cats? And I think those were
that
the
was
only,
everybody.
I think that was everybody. So Lynn, were you interested in the kitty cats at 12? If you pass, okay, we'll bring them back for the recap. Thank you guys so much. I'm sure that was everybody. Yes.
Yes, I think so too.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Since we are getting pretty darn close to August, I thought I would bring her out tonight. And I have one of the month angels, and she is the girl angel for August. There is actually a boy as well, and she's pretty darn close to perfect condition. Besides a little bit of crazing, she does not have any chips, any repairs, any kind of weird things going on with her. She is heavily spaghetti trim there on the front of her dress. Does have her little pink shoe poking out, which we enjoy. She's got her little basket of goodies, getting ready to go on a picnic, I suppose. Waving at her, hey, I want to go on a picnic. There, she's got her pink bow. The paint on the halo is really nice. She does have the speckling on the back of her dress. She is NAPCO. She does have, although it's very faded out there, but that's like remnant of a NAPCO sticker there, and numbered. So she is not one of the letter series angels. She is just numbered there. They did do an ABC series, and then following a number, and they're sculpted a little bit different. They might be holding something a little bit different as well. But she is not from any of those series, and she has a little minty bow on the side of her dress. Really nice condition. Usually it's the spaghetti that has some nicks to it. The wings always tend to have something, and they don't. I'm not feeling anything, and nothing on her little tiny fingers either. Just really nice shape on her, besides a little bit of crazing that is pretty typical for these mid-century ceramics in the glaze, which you can't really even see it. I'm not going to get it to focus on camera, but anywhere that's pretty much white, there is a little bit of crazing. If you're really up in it, you can see the crazing in the glaze, but she's just as pretty darn good condition as you can get for these.
I love her, and that's one I don't see that often.
Yeah, I don't see the August ones as much as I do June. I probably see the most. April, May, and June are usually the ones that I see most often out of the months. October and December, definitely, and sometimes February, I think, are the hardest ones to find. So I see Miss Kathy's in. Thank you so much. I know she needs to not have a big old long dress for August. I agree with that, Janine. She needs some shorts or some capris or something. All right, let's count it down for Kathy. We're looking for 17 or more on the NAPCO Angel. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. My nieces go back to school at the end of August. Didn't they just get out of school?
I know.
It seems like they just got out of, like,
I know.
I remember not going to school until like the middle of September.
I know. It was always
like the week after Labor Day.
Yep. Always.
It's so different now. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Kathy, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $10, and I didn't get a chance to preview this. And I know we have some Disney lovers, and I do have some Disney things. So I have this little charm bracelet if it wants to focus. It is all the characters of Pinocchio. Boy, now my camera really wants to act wonky tonight. Let's see if we can get it to focus. So it'll start at $10. I'll show them to you up close. It is a fun charm bracelet with some of the characters from Pinocchio. I do believe there is a little bit of paint loss to them, but they are all in this gold tone. And the bracelet measures a little tick over 5 inches, okay? A little tick over 5 inches. And each one of the little charms, they can range between like about 1/4 to about 3/4 of an inch, depending which one they are. So let's see if I hold it back here, and let's try to bring it in here. So the little kitty cat over there, of course, we have Figaro. We have the fairy. Then we have Pinocchio. We have Geppetto. And then we have little Jiminy Cricket. You would think because I have the black behind it, they would focus. There is some great detail to each one of these. I tried to find them online, and everyone online was just this gold tone, just like this. But it looks like there was supposed to be some paint on some of these little guys. So I see you, Minx. Thank you so much. Come on now. There we go. Now you can see there's Jiminy Cricket.
Oh, yeah, I see a little green.
Yep, there's like little remnants of paint. I don't know if they did details. I don't know if these were heavily painted or what they were, but there's your back side, and that was your front. So you got Jiminy Cricket there. Then we have Geppetto right here. We'll get him to focus. There you go. There is detail. There are eyes on there. You can even see they gave him hair. He's got his hammer in his hand, or his cobbler, I guess they called it. So there he is. And then you have the star of the movie, Mr. Pinocchio. Let's see if we can. I thought these would have focused better on that board.
Yeah, I can see a little bit of black and red on that one.
Yeah, just a little bit. But, you know, that means somebody really wore this and was really a diehard Pinocchio fan. My camera never gives me fits like this. There we go. So now you can see Pinocchio right there. Really fun. I don't know that these were necessarily licensed by Disney. They're too small to see if there's any writing on them, you know, to say if they're Walt Disney, you know, productions or anything like that. I'll quickly show you. There we go. She's a little fairy right there.
Yeah.
So there she is. And my favorite was Figaro. I'll tell you that every time I think of little kitty cats, my boy Frankie, he reminds me of Figaro. Has that same fun little attitude. And you can see there's still some black paint on there. So
yeah.
So, and again, you're going to get all 4 charms on there. The charm bracelet is gold toned, and when you measure it, it's right at about 5 to about 5.5 inches, and it does have a safety clasp. So I see everybody's bids. Jennifer is in at 12. Minx is back in at 13. Let me hold it up here on the board. We'll hold it back. Maybe you guys want to zoom in. Let's do a countdown on it. We do believe it's from the 1960s. So 14 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. If you wanted to repurpose it or wear it, I think it's fun. Like you see, there's Beatles ones out there. There's other ones with like records and some.
And if it's a child-sized bracelet, you can get. I know Walmart sells them, like the extenders that you can add on to make them fit more of an adult-sized wrist.
Plus, even just put it in your display. I think it's super fun. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much for the bids. So we had Jennifer with the just in case of 20 over Minx. So Jennifer, it's coming to you for $14. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. All right, I have some books. I actually have several different kinds of books tonight, but these 2 specifically are going to be coming as a pair because they're both Ruthie Newton. And I thought, yeah, well, this one, this hardcover one, and I don't come across the hardcover ones very often. I've been lucky enough to find a few within the past year or so, but it's a little rough for the wear. It does have a little issue to the binding. And a couple things on the inside, but I couldn't leave it behind. Leave no Ruthie Newton behind. So I'm including it with the Kittens and Puppies book, which is nice condition, okay? So MJ, I see you. Thank you so much. So I'm going to show you the Ruthie Newton Let's Play store. So there's a whole series of Let's Play different things. Let's Play Fireman, Let's Play Postman, Let's Play Store, Let's Play Dentist, Let's Play Train. It does say some of them at the bottom here. All right, but like I said, the binding on this one, it's a little rough, okay? But the illustrations in here are super cute. This one is from 1939, Let's Play Store. Okay, so there's a couple tears on a few of the pages as well. The first publication was 1936, but this is the second publication at 1939. Look at her talking on the phone, and that little puppy that really wants to eat that pie out of the window.
Yep.
So cute.
Yep.
This one doesn't come around very often. They did make a larger hardcover version of this one as well, but this is not typically one that I see come up very often. Is Miss Pam Abama here?
She's here. Yes, she
Hey,
is.
Pam. Good to see you. So I'll just show back here at the back. Here there is an issue right there. There's like a tear and some scribbling down at the bottom of that page. And there is the last two, and these are pasted on the back cover. Look, she's measuring fabric. Isn't that fun?
Is. Yep.
$1.90 80 yard. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one, I have had this book before. One of my faves. I actually have a picture of it hanged on my wall. But it's Kittens and Puppies. Now there is separation, okay, from the cover, but the illustrations are just quintessential Ruthie Newton in here. So dang cute. I actually have this one here framed in my bathroom up here because the dog kind of looks like my dog, Maisie. I absolutely love that one too. My favorite one though, we're getting to it, but they're taking a bath, is the birthday party spread.
Oh, wow.
That's my favorite one in here. Look at the little green mouse on top of the Jello.
It's good. It's good. Yep.
It's real good.
Yep.
Real good, but just darn cute. Real darn cute illustrations in here. Probably one of my top, definitely top two, Ruthie Newton. So, and you even get bonus illustrations on the back. All right. So besides the little separation from the cover there, this one is in good shape. Okay. So getting the pair, MJ's in at 18. And I missed Aaron coming in there at 19. So we're looking for 20 or more on the pair. Oh, I forgot to say, Kittens and Puppies is from 1934. So this is the older of the two. Okay. So let's count it down. Looking for 20 or more on the pair. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
And these are the ones you can be guilt-free to repurpose and to frame and to do other things with.
Yep. They frame up very nicely. All right. Aaron, I see you just in case. And there's the meow meow bid end. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate it. All right. So Erin did have a just in case in there, but I don't think she needed it. So they are coming to you, Erin, for 19. Thank you so much.
$24, Amy. And when I think of kitsch, this is one of the things that comes to my mind. So
oh yeah, absolutely.
$24. And if you guys know, you know that these airbrushed, flat-faced style figurines are very, very collectible in the kitsch world. Tina used to collect the pink cats. We'd throw in some of the pigs here or there. We even had a set of dogs. But in all my years, I even collected banks. Now, I've since sold the collections through Mother Tuckers. We never found this one. So this one is a bank. It's a his, ours, and hers bank. It's missing its stopper, but it only has one area. Those other holes are just part of the mold because it's completely open on the inside. So if you put the coins in any of the slots, they're actually going into the whole entire bank itself, okay? So this is made of ceramic. It's airbrushed. A lot of times you don't find these in this good of condition because if you start cleaning these, you're going to clean the paint right off of them. So let's start with the boy part of it. We have this fun boy bank. Look, he even has a mustache. He's got a handlebar mustache on there. He's got his little, I forget what they call those.
A bowler.
Hats. He's got a bowler hat. And then here you got Mr. and Mrs. Kissing. So she has a fun little.
I love the center. That's so good.
I do too. And then you have her over here by herself. Now, we do have a little bit of paint wear on the ear, but that's minimal for these. A lot of times you'll find these, like I've said, and they will have big patches of white on them. They always did these tricolors. They always did these pastel blues with some yellow mixed in and then some blues. They all have their little pigtails, their little pig butts. So even where they're kissing, each one of them has a tail. And then we have a pig butt there. I don't think it was ever used because you can see there's not really even much wear there by the coin slot. So it would be great. This would be awesome to use. Of course, if you collect those barware sets or anything that is, his, hers, and ours, this would be really fun in a kitschy Valentine's Day display.
I would say that would make a cute little wedding gift too for
Oh,
someone.
that too, Amy. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. If you have anybody that's getting married or a 1-year anniversary, that would be really fun. Or even celebrate your own anniversary and get it for yourself. 7 inches wide. It's a really nice long figurine. The maker on it, Minx, I cannot tell you the maker.
Sarah Master. Sarah Master.
Sarah Master.
Ceramaster. Sarah Master.
Okay. Sarah
Like
Master.
ceramic master, and they combine the two.
Gotcha. Thank you, Amy. I never really knew who made these. Usually they would have a Japan sticker. It's missing, but this is definitely 50s, late 50s into the 60s, kitsch, made in Japan, ceramics. 7 inches wide, 3 inches tall. Carrie is holding it at 24. We're looking for 25 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. Remember, active bidders can use it just in case. No chips or cracks. It is missing its stopper and has just a little teeny tiny bit of paint wear to it. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. The mustache is what sold me. And then they made sure to carry it over here. Her little bow,
They left no detail out of that.
No. And this is when you look up kitsch, this is what you're gonna. This is kitsch. Some folks think just because it's a ceramic, no. This is kitsch, baby, right here. So Nicole, yours for 26. Thank you so much, and congratulations, and thank you all for the bids.
Congratulations, Nikki. All right. I have a little bisque babe up next, and she's a little different than some of the other ones that I have got before. So let's see if we can get the board up here. All right. So there she is. Okay. Now she does have some discoloration on her dress, FYI, which I believe somebody handmade and hand stitched on her. So the dress does not come off, but I've never had one with a little doggo. She's walking her little dog. And it's just tied with a string around her wrist. This is how I found her. I've never had one to be a dog walker. Now I've seen some different smaller size ones that came with little doggies, but I've never run across one with a little chain dog before. She is made in Japan. She is a larger. All right, hang on. We're gonna take a nap here for a second so I can highlight the screen. All right, Phil, I see you. Thank you so much. All right, so she is jointed at the arms. Okay, so she does have the jointed arms, but nothing else on her moves. Okay, and the dog on the butt has a little Japan stamp and just a couple little black spots. There's no chipping that I can find, just a little bit of paint wear for the most part. She is kind of like a strawberry blonde painted. I am going to try and turn her to the back, and she's just going to drag that poor little doggy with her while she turns around. There is the like paint loss there. Kind of most of it is on the back, and she has a little bit on her shoes. But the dog is not got any paint loss at all, and no chipping on either one of them, just the paint loss. And her dress is very cute with the little tulips. I really like that fabric. I do think she's probably from the 40s. If I had to put a date on her, I think she's 40s based on the fabric. And anyways, so Gnarly Jones, I see at 19. I can't balance that. It just makes me too nervous that she's just going to dive right off the board. So she's going to take a nap with her dog.
She's resting a little bit.
Measurement for her, she's a decent size one. She is 6.5 inches tall, about 3 inches wide. And her little puppy dog is 1 3/4 by 1.5. Okay, so all right, take your nap, girl. We're gonna count you down. Okay, Gnarly Jones is in at 19, and Phil just popped back in there with a 20. So we're looking for 21 or more. Let's count it down: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. All right, we're all gonna just take a nap on the board. There we go.
Even Puppy's down for the count.
I
I
feel
love
better
the
about holding
strawberry.
them like this rather than standing, but she
Right.
does stand really nicely on her own. She does not need a dolly stand. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, so Phil was at 20. Gnarly was back in there at 22. So Judy, congratulations. It is yours. Thank you so much.
All right, $14, Amy, and this one's a twofer. And this one is especially going out to you, Dusty, because this is a twofer. It's not only for you Disney lovers, but it's also considered a party / nut cup, okay? So when they were sold, these were sold as little party or nut cups. It is that quintessential 1950s hard plastic. And it's starting at $14. These came in 3-piece sets. So you had Minnie playing the bass. I know Donald was playing something and Mickey was playing something. I don't remember what instruments they played, but you would have gotten them as a set of 3. And then I think in the cardboard that they were attached to, it mimicked like a stage or something behind them. So these don't come around all that often. Gosh, some folks over on eBay are asking a lot of money for these. They're hard plastic, kind of like the candy containers that we sell at Christmas time or you see for Valentine's Day. She has great detail. I don't know if you guys can actually see. She has polka dots. See if we can get to focus. They actually gave her polka dots there on her dress. Her paint is remarkable. It is a little light on the instrument, but all the other examples of this that I could find, the paint was pretty similar. It is this very unique yellow plastic that they use. It does not glow like you would hope it would under black light. You would think that it would really, really fluoresce under black light. No, when I picked it up, it came with some of the I got a grouping of Disney things and have sold them, and this is what remains. I had hoped that it had glowed, but it does not. So she makes a really great figurine. You could actually put things in the back if you wanted to. I was thinking that she could serve a good purpose. You know, she could hold your push pins, things on your desk, hitch up your workplace, or just use it as a figurine. She measures 3.5 inches tall, and again, she is plastic. So I'm amazed nothing's broke on her. 3.5 inches tall. She measures just about 2.25 inches across this way, and then depth-wise, she comes in at 1.5 inches deep. So I've been looking all over online. Nobody highlighted that it was like quote made in the USA, but I'm almost certain that this is a USA plastic. So I think she's really fun. If you guys are into Disney, you don't always find a ton of mini things. You know, they kind of always did things for Mickey. And if you start with her and you're fortunate enough to find the other 2, you could have the full entire set. The only examples, like I say, that I can vouch for is that there was a set of 3. It was Minnie, Donald, and Mickey, and then these were supposed to be used as little party favors or nut cups, and you were supposed to put candies in there and then, you know, put them at the person's seat or give them to a youngster to take home. And then this would have been, you know, a fun little trinket or a fun little toy. So you just get in here. I want you guys to see, look at the great detail. They even show her eyelashes. The red and the yellow, I think, is really fun. And I want to show again, I mentioned you can see her polka dots. You can even see the fun little bow tie there on the top of her shoe. And all the other examples had the same kind of paint, the way they had painted the base. It is. I do believe that it is a rare colorway. I agree with you, Tracy. I think she's really, really neat. If you're a Disney collector, I think that would be really fun to add to your collection. But I'm not seeing anybody that's interested, so we're going to put her to the side and we're going to keep on moving, and we'll bring her back for the recap.
All right. Okay. I have my brooch for the evening. This one I just found a couple days ago. And I could not identify a maker on this one, but I just thought the colors in this thing were unlike anything that I've seen. And it's purple and blue, and
Wow.
it is just, it's unlike any brooch that I have ever seen. I don't know if the camera is actually going to like do it justice or not. I'm going to try and not blow it out here, but it is the 6. Yeah, the 6 stones, the bigger round ones here, are kind of like tie-dye almost. It's like an ombre from pink to blue, which kind of makes this really pretty periwinkle purpley color. And then there's kind of smoky blue, and then there's some lighter blue with AB stones. It's very like, I don't know, it's like fortune teller, like almost kind of witchy a little bit. I just love it. And I don't really see any brooches that have this color combination before, let alone the colors of the stones that are in here, plus the shapes. Hopefully my camera will focus in and you can see the detail on it. There we go. All right, so everything is prong set in here. Now there's one stone, it's one on the side. It's this one here. It does have a tiny little chip out of it. It's right in here. I don't know if it's going to catch on camera, but I did want to mention that that is there. It does not take away from the sparkliness or anything like that. And it doesn't appear that it is like coming out or anything from the setting. But I did want to mention that that was in there. But no missing stones on it. Everything is prong set. So these are kind of like a smoky blue in here. Then we've got like a royal blue. These are the AB stones around the outside, smaller ABs in the center. And then these pink and purple, just really pretty, like Alexandrite kind of style stones that are in the center there. And it's domed, really nice petaling on the back side, and safety clasp, but no stamping, no mark, nothing like that. And it is relatively large. It is 2.5 by 2.25. Look how pretty that is. That would look really nice on a hat.
Gorgeous.
If I would say that. But it's a nice big one that if you wanted to wear it on a lapel or a jacket, it definitely would make a statement. I think it pops on white, but I really think that it would look really nice on like a lavender. I think would really bring out the purple in it. All right. So thank you all so much. And Karen, you know, thank you, Karen, for gifting 5 more channel memberships. Appreciate that. So you know we're going to see the Meow Meow cat here as soon as we count it down. All right, so Critter Girl's in at 24. So we're looking for 25 or more on the awesome star brooch. I wish I knew a maker to tell you, but sadly I do not. So let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
It's beautiful.
I almost saved this for Halloween time, but I was like, no, it's too pretty. It's got to come out right now. It's got to come out. All right. All right, Mickey Mouse, Lynn, and bid end. All right, bid end is in there. So looks like Dusty Moose had a just in case of 40. Critter Girl, I saw you just in case of 30. Nikki Moss had a 31. Lynn had a just in case of 55. So over Dusty's 40. Lynn, congratulations, it's yours for 41. And thank you for the gifted memberships again, Karen. Appreciate it. So welcome, new channel members.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, he wanted to thank us again, Amy.
He wanted a replay. All right, thank you, Karen. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. Okay.
All right, I'm going to bring my book of the evening, and mine's going to start at $28. Okay, it's in overall very good condition. It is an antique. It is from 1882, and there is a inscription in the front when it was gifted in 1883. Okay, so the spine from the outside is in very good condition. The cover is in overall good condition. We do have some issues right here, but the fun is on the inside with these illustrations. Now, some of the pages are pulling away from the spine. So this is a book that at $28, you can feel guilt-free on probably taking this apart if you want and framing some of these incredible illustrations. Now, everything in the book is in black and white. There are some really fun things in here. And there's even one thing that you can use with Halloween coming up. So the book measures 7 by 9. If you guys know, these little folks books were very popular. back in the Victorian era. They had Christmas ones, they had other themed ones, and they had some grammatical things that had to do with grammar, like this one. So this one is your ABC book. So I need to just at least take my time, and I don't want to hurt it anymore. So this one was gifted. This one was to Orville from Aunt Mary, and it was December 25th. So it was a Christmas gift, September 25th of 1883. So there that is right there in the front page. I think that's really, really fun. I didn't even realize that it was at Christmas time. So then here on the front, here are some of your illustrations. And each letter then, of course, then has a story that goes along with it. So there is the alphabet page right there. But some of the ones in here are really fun. So here is one of these. Aren't these just great? This one is A for antelope. So each page has illustrations on it. So some of these alone, I think, would be really, really fun. And of course, it gives you a story with each one. So A is for antelope. His eyes are large and bright. He wears a jacket made of fur. 'Tis colored brown and white. And then it goes on and on and on about fawns and things. So that is A for antelope. We don't have the time for me to show all of them to you, but I will leaf through as many as I can. So B is for butterfly. Look at those Victorian children playing.
Wow.
So this book, and when I looked it up online, even with the wear, some of these books can go for large amounts. So C is for chick. So we have C is for chick. I mean, I know hopefully you ephemera lovers, or what is M? So you want to know what an M is. I'll show you in a minute, Dusty. So if you're into Victorian, if you're into vintage books, if you're into old illustrations, these are just fantastic. And it's still attached. It just is starting to become a little loose. So C is for chick. So you want to know M. D is for ducks. Let me hold it up here so you guys can see. D is for ducks. We're going to skip ahead. And I did check all of the alphabet is accounted for. E is for eagle. Just hold on a minute. How great is that picture of an eagle? I mean, you could open up this page and use E is for eagle in your patriotic, in your 4th of July displays if you want to. And the way these are actually all illustrated, it reminds me of when they made some of the illustrations. They made some of the illustrations for like money and things like that. I did want to show you that F is for fox. Look at these two foxes frolicking and playing. So again, these Victorian books do not come around that often. I couldn't find true recently examples of these. This one online. So F is for fox. Let's G is for goat. Trying to get ahead to M here, Dusty. Bear with me here. And then I will quickly show you. There's no interest yet. So $28 if anyone's interested. H is for hummingbird. I is for iris. So J is for jaguar. K is for kingfisher, which is a bird. L is for lion. We're coming up on M right here. Hold on. I don't want the pages to fall apart. Oh my God. M is for mouse. M is for mouse. And look at that cute little mouse.
Of course it is.
Being mischievous. And look at some of these depictions. And of course, it's also a child's illustration book. So not everyone has to do within the illustration. So it's kind of a twofer. So M is for mouse.
M is for mouse who likes to eat cheese. Dusty.
Is for the little mouse. Sad havoc he can make when he gets into the pantry at the sweetmeats and the cakes. Oh, I love me some sweetmeats. Love me some sweetmeats. But I wanted to skip ahead here and show you some of my favorite ones. So this one here, P is for parrot. So, but then I also love, look at the kitty cat there. Look, I mean, look at how detailed those pictures are. Like if you were, if you were a cat lover, you could, use this book and frame these gorgeous prints, these plates, if you wanted to. And then the one that I really wanted to show you, and then we will wrap it up. V is for vampire. So V, they actually used vampire. And look at the bat there. How great is that? With the like clock tower or church tower. That would be so fun to have for Halloween. And I guess we'll just let the other ones for you. Oh my God, I didn't even see. Look, she's talking to her friend, little bunny, little Peter Cottontail. So, and the book is in overall very good condition. You could see that the pages are pulling from the spine. but everything is intact. And the book is from 1882. It was actually gifted Christmas of 1883. So it is very Gothic, very Victorian. You hit the nail on the head, Tracy. And overall, for the condition, it's in good condition. Oh, and I'm keeping this with it. Somebody, and this seems old to me on the paper, this was inside of it. Somebody drew a little patriotic ship. So that just seems very old to me. That's going to stay with it. I'm going to pop that back inside. That was actually inside one of the pages. So let's count it down. Let's count it down. Dusty is in at 30. Thank you for the bid, MJ, as well. So we're looking for 31 or more, just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Selling these kind of books push me out of my wheelhouse. I actually had to do a lot of research on these, and I want to learn even more about them. So when I describe them to you guys, I know more. But this is out of my wheelhouse. Some of these older books. So I'm learning too. So I can only tell you what I see or what I know about them. So I see a bid end coming in. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Dusty, thank you so much. Congratulations. The book is yours for 30. I think it's a fantastic book. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
It looks like it was in good shape.
It was, except the pages are pulling a little, but it's still all together.
Usually that paper in those, especially that age of books, it's just so brittle, like you can barely even touch it to look at it without it just crumbling in your hand.
Vampire is good. You got
Vampire was really cool. That would be great in like a Halloween kind of display. Okay. We are going a totally different direction for my next round here. It's not a Victorian book. It's a Cupie.
It's Cupie.
Hello. It's a Cupie. And she does have her box, FYI. I just took her out so we could look at her a little bit better. So I do have her box. All right. She is a 1987 Jesco cameo Cupie. All right. There is the bottom of her box. All right. So she has everything that she's supposed to. And she's very nice and clean, as you can imagine, because she has her box. Okay. And she has the cutest little outfit on. I didn't unstrap her from here. I'm not sure that she's ever come out of her box to like be played with. Just based on the fact like there's no staining, there's not really anything. This was the pose that she would have come in her box. So this is navy blue. It's showing a little bit more black on screen, but it's navy blue stripes. And then she's got a little plaid heart. How cute is that? So she is fully jointed. Look at those knobby knees and kind of pleather, if you will, little tie-in shoes and little socks. So she does have everything that she is supposed to have in there. As far as I know, complete. I don't know her name. A lot of times they would have a little hang tag here that would kind of say like if she had a special name or something like that for her occasion. But that is not in here. That's really the only thing that is not in here is her little cameo hang tag. But she is fully jointed, so she does have, you can move her, pose her, her legs move as well. So she is fully jointed. Measurement for the doll, she is 11 and a half inches tall to that curly Q up there on the top. But her her box is just a little bit bigger to fit that insert in there. But she's got her box is relatively good condition. There's just a little tape on the top and the bottom, and partial original price tag on there, looks like as well, but from 1987. All right, so I see Philomena's in there at 27 with the high bid. So we're looking, she would be cute and patriotic. Oh yeah, she would. Or Valentine's Day, she definitely could work for that too. All right, let's count her down. We're looking for 28 or more on the cube. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. She even has little breeches underneath her dress.
I love the knees on the Cupies.
I love the little knobby knees.
Knobby knees.
All right. And Cupid bid end. Karen used my emoji for the Cupid head. All right. Thank you, Karen. All right. So down there at the end, looks like Philomena had a just in case of 50. Dana, I saw your 29 come in there. Lynn had a just in case of 75, but Nikki Moss had a just in case of 76. So for 76 over Lynn 75, Nikki Moss. I'm coming to see you, Nikki. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I have a choice round. These were going to start a little higher, but I noticed that the one I was really excited to offer, I saw it under the ring light. It has a repair. It's a good repair. So they're just going to start at $8 choice now. $8 choice if anybody's interested. The one that has the repair that I didn't notice until right now is Jiminy Cricket. So it's a good one, and I'll show it to you. It's where his feet meet his pants. Okay. So if you're a Disney lover, this might be up your alley, and then we'll go through each one of them. I do believe these are all from the 1960s. They all say production or they say Japan on them. Okay. So the only one that has the major repair is Jiminy Cricket. So I'll hold them up. That's how we'll claim them. We'll go A for him, B for Donald, C for Mickey, and then D for Tinkerbell. Hello, John. Good to see you, sir.
Hey, John.
Sit the board down here. And I didn't see it. I had these and I looked them all over, and you can just sort of tell that's actually supposed to be there. That it's right at the line where his socks and his pants would meet. But if you look really, really close, you can start to see that there's glue and then there's a line. It's a good repair, but I think there's a little bit of porcelain missing right there. And I can only really see it when it catches the ring light. There you can sort of see the line right here. So the line is right there, okay? So he'll be your first choice is letter A. But I don't often find Jiminy Cricket figurines. I just don't find a lot of them. Mm-hmm. And he is marked Walt Disney Productions, okay? So I know you Disney lovers can help pinpoint exactly where and when they were made by that. But I do believe these, for the most part, are made in Japan, which would be that 1960s era. So he's 4 inches tall. So I was going to say no damage, but he does have a repair. Now we have a Donald, and he's a little smaller scale one. He's coming in at 3 inches tall. He says Walt Disney Productions, and he is stamped Japan. So he does have the Japan there. Wants to focus right there on the bottom. Hello, Nan. Good to see you. Hi. And a lot of these are fully cold painted. So it's really amazing that there isn't a lot more paint wear to them, but no chips or cracks on him. And he's a little smaller. So like I said, there's your comparison. So he's smaller than Jiminy Cricket. Usually it's the other way around. So we're in at 10 with Critter Girl. Daisy Girl just came in at 15. We have Mickey right here. And Mickey does have a little teeny tiny chip right there on his foot. That one I did know about. So we do have that. But when he's standing and displayed, you do not see it. And he comes in at 4 inches tall. And he is faintly, I'm trying to even see if I could still even see it. I think he was faintly stamped right around where the sticker was. Or that would have been around Made in Japan sticker. In some lights, I feel like I could see the printing. And then in some lights, I feel like there was a sticker. But other than that, he is in very good condition. And I'm trying to see. I think, no, that's under the glaze. So whatever little is missing on his nose, that's under the glaze. And then my favorite is little Tinkerbell. She's coming in at 4 inches tall. No condition issues with her. She is Walt Disney Productions on the underside as well. So she comes in, like I said, at 4 inches. So we're in at 15. We're looking for 16 or more. I will show them to you again on the board. And then we'll make it easy. You can claim them by initials. So Tinkerbell has no damage. She'll be letter D. Mickey has a little tiny chip there on the side of his foot. He'll be letter C. Donald has no issues. But Jiminy Cricket does have a repair at the feet. That really disappoints me. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. We're looking for 16 or more. Critter Girl's in at 16. Looking for 17. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're waiting on the bid end from Karen G. Looking for 17 or more. And then you can pick whichever one or ones you want. Jiminy Cricket's A, Donald's B, Mickey is C, and Tinkerbell is going to be D. So there's our
Bill's
bid.
board certainly is getting a lot of use tonight.
Yeah, I made sure to break it out. I knew we were going to need it tonight. So, all right, Critter Girl, you get first choice. You can pick whichever ones you want, one or ones you want. Daisy Girl, you will have backup. So, Critter Girl, let me know which one or ones you wanted. A, B, C, or D. Make it easy.
Then behind that is Kathy Plunkett.
Okay, so I got you for A, Critter Girl. Thank you so much. So Daisy Girl, we have B, C, and D left. Gotcha for D. Thank you.
So Kathy, I believe, is your only other bidder in there.
Kathy, at your bid of 12, were you interested in B or C? And if you take a pass, that's fine. We'll bring them back in the recap. But if you're interested, you can claim B or C at your bid of 12. And now we're going to see what the lag is like. So B or C. B is for Donald. Got you for B. All right. We will bring Mickey back later. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations.
Good choice, Jason. All right. I have a Disney critter myself. Not related to those.
Right.
But I have Patch from 101 Dalmatians.
That's right. I saw that.
He's a lot bigger than those figurines are. I think they made the Dalmatian ones slightly bigger than those guys. All right. This is an item that was not in my preview because I hadn't finished it yet. But I got it finished. So here it is, a surprise item. It is one of my handmade upcycled planter pin cushions. I haven't brought one of these in a while. And usually if there's just the nastiness on the inside of the planter, like really bad staining, calcification, can't get it clean, not presentable, that's when I usually use these for pin cushions. But this is a Napco pink poodle. They actually did this planter in blue as well and yellow also. But she's got rhinestones at her collar. All right, Nikki, I see you. Thank you so much. So these are her original rhinestones. I did not add those. That's how she would have come. And she's just the pinkest bouffant poodle you ever did see. I don't believe that there's any other chipping on this planter, if I remember correctly. I think the planter on the outside was good shape, but the inside was not. On the inside, I have filled it with some vintage fabric, which is Flower Power Goodness in pinks and kind of goldy yellow to kind of match with her collar. And then you get all the pins that are in there as well. So some dressmaker's pins. We got a little rhinestone topped one, a pink heart, a little gold filigree one, and then 3 millinery flowers that were also made into pins as well. So these are great for sewing, or you can store your hat pins in there if you would like either. It is a larger pin cushion. Sometimes they make the smaller ones that are smaller spaces, but this is a good, you can fit a lot of things in the back of her for sure. She is 5 3/4 inches by 7 3/4 inches. Okay, so that is the size there, and I just love her. She's kind of snooty, snooty pood. Look at her blue eyeshadow going on there.
It's that collar. It's that collar that sells me.
It's the collar for me too. Yeah, absolutely. And that is cold painted. The gold is cold painted on this. It's good shape. No scratching on it. All right. So Nikki's in at 24. Thank you so much. We are looking for 25 or more, and let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. She's getting washed out, but she is definitely pink in real life.
I love this sculpt. I've only seen the baby blue one. I love this.
The last one of these, I think, that was the yellow one that I had. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Nikki, didn't need you just in case. She's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, my next round is going to be for serious kitsch or serious salt and pepper collector. I don't even have these in my collection. These are flawless. They're going to start at $40. $40 if anybody is interested. They are made by Norcrest. And some of these crossover ones that use the springs as tails are very hard to find. So let me move them so you can see them a little bit better. So a lot of times the springs are gone. The springs are still here, and they are the original springs. These are salt and pepper shakers. I'll show them to you up close. They're getting washed out. Now, the one dog, and I'd like to think it's the boy dog, he's playing peekaboo. So he has his paw here over his one eye, kind of being flirty here a little bit with the other one. So these are salt and pepper shakers. They are missing. Amazing. These are very hard to find, and they're missing their Norcrest stickers. They would have had their foil stickers on the bottom. So there they have their stopper. So here is this little puppy dog, has his little butt up in the air with the original spring tail. Usually those are always missing. And then he is your 3-hole shaker. So that is the one. And that one is facing, the way I'm showing it to you guys, he would be facing at home. He would be facing your left, okay? The other one is facing the right, and this one is winking as well. They even have some pink details here on the nose. They have these little puppy dog tongues hanging out, and they're just playing like peekaboo, and they're kind of bashful with one another. I don't think these are available anywhere online. They might be over on Etsy, but it's very hard for me to look at stuff on Etsy because some of those prices are really, really crazy. So $40 for these. Usually these go for $80 to $100 when they come out for sale. So and sometimes they go for that and they have damage. But again, this is going to take a serious dog lover or salt and pepper collector to want to add these. This one is your 2-hole, and that's what makes these so fun because you can see how the tail's wagging. Once you get them wagging and you sit them down, they will move for a good long time afterwards. So this was their way of making them kind of look realistic. So I agree with you. I didn't want to say it, John. I'm happy you did. I know as a reseller, we can decide that what we want to sell things for, but sometimes the price is over there. Yeah. So, and if they can get it, that's awesome. Anywhere where you see white specks, those are not chips. That is the way they painted them. They painted them to look like fluffy fur with some black details. They roughly measure, the best I can measure them, they are about 4.5 inches tall, and they are roughly about 3 inches wide. So they're tiny, but these are just cute. And I always thought these were Dalmatians. I guess you guys can decide, what kind of dogs you want them to be, but I always thought they were Dalmatians, and I hope it's showing. You can see back here's the back of his paw, and he's kind of starting to cover up his eye when he's playing peekaboo with the other one. So kind
Jason,
of
you mentioned you don't have these in your collection. Do you have the wiener dog ones?
No, we don't have those either. We don't have any of the spring.
That's the only pair of those that I've ever seen in the wild was the wiener dogs with the spring tails.
Yeah, no, we've never been able to we were never fortunate enough to add any of these to our collection. And when we bought these under the terms that these were inventory, so we will sell them. Someday maybe I'll add these to my collection, but I'm happy to add them to somebody else's collection right now. And they're really fun. They'd be great for people who love, Dalmatian, theme things. There were wiener dogs, Melanie. I think there were even versions of cats that they used these springs on.
There's poodles too that have springs and fur applied.
Yes. Yes, there is. And Holt Howard even used some of these style springs when they have the cozy kittens. They actually use the spring, and on the tip of the spring they have little bees. So they're like fighting with honeybees. So all right, Nikki's got it at 40. We're looking for 41 or more in very good condition Norcrest dog salt and pepper shakers. We're going to count them down. Remember, if you are a bidder, you can use it just in case. So these don't come around often. So you might want to use a just in case if you can. So 41 or more, let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Now these are kitsch. This is kitsch right here with the faces, the springs, the made in Japan, the Norcrest. And I'm a lover of the Norcrest. I see you're just in case, Nikki. Thank you so much. I love Rio Hondo too. So there's the bid end. Nikki, congratulations. Thank you so much. They're going to a great home, I know. Thank you so much.
Those are fantastic. Congrats, Nikki.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. I have a little plush doggo for my next round. I do have a lot of dog things tonight. I have some cat things, but I do have a lot of dog things tonight. So I have a little plush rubber face puppet dog, and he's in pretty good shape. I didn't think that he needed refurbing, if you will. Sometimes when we come across these, they need a spa day. He's not too bad. Now he is made by My Toy, FYI, My Toy, and they did do this style of head in a couple different bodies for this dog. There's one that's sitting, and then there's this one that is kind of just lounging, and he's got a little felt tail, and he's just the cutest little face. Now I have tied this bright pink ribbon around the neck. That is easily removed if you do not like it. I just thought, I don't know. Part of me always thinks they need a collar or a bow or something like that. They originally usually would have come with a bow. Those typically go missing. So I just like to add something back on there. Now there's no, not really any kind of fur loss. There's a little bit of staining on it, but overall good condition. These rubber faces are getting harder and harder to come by. My goodness. And some of, although I wish it was a Rushton, it is not, sadly. But definitely My Toys are right up there as far as quality goes with the Rushtons, the Knickerbockers, and the Guns. In my opinion, they're right up there, and they're just as cute. Aaron, I see you. Thank you so much. So he's not a super large one. He's definitely a smaller size, which I like, because if you don't have a lot of room, and just maybe tuck him in like a little cradle or something like that, or a bedscape, he doesn't take up a whole lot of room. Measurement for him, he is 8.5 inches long, and then about 5 inches tall there to the top of his head. And I like that they molded all the little fur, kind of fur texture in the head there that goes all the way around. It's kind of like a, I don't know, Cocker Spaniel kind of fur, but I'm not sure what kind of dog he's supposed to be besides just stinking cute. That's all I know. All right. Aaron, I see it 28. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 29 or more on little rubber face puppy dog, and let's count him down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, a bid end.
You can't, like I say it all the time, you can't have a bad day when you surround yourself with these cute, adorable faces. I mean, yes. It'll give you a moment of joy that you can't put a price on.
Yep, I am 42 years old, and I still like stuffed animals. I'll be the first to admit that. Hands up in the air, proudly.
I'm with you.
Bid end is in there from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Aaron, you did not need your just in case. Puppies coming your way. Thank you so much.
This next item of mine does have a repair, but very seldom do I find it with its fishbowl. So it's going to start at $20 if anybody is interested. But Kitty Cat, I think, fell off the fishbowl at one point, and they repaired his tail. Okay, so there is a little repair to the tail. You have to look close to see it. Okay, but you could buy this, and you don't have to use him for his intended purposes. You could use him for other things. But he's a larger hanging cat. Okay, he has his original Japan label right there. He's a cute little Siamese cat. All right, so he is made of ceramic, and then the fishbowl here has a lip on it, and then you are supposed to hang him on the side, and then you put a fish in there, and you have a faux little kitty cat looking at the fish in the fishbowl. So very seldom do I find him. Hager did kind of things like this that were similar. Some other companies did things that were similar, but this guy here has his original fish bowl. So you could fill this glass bowl up with whatever you want. You could put a faux fish in there if you wanted to. You could put seashells in there. You could put other cats in there, do whatever you want. But the fact that I have the hanging cat that goes on the fish bowl, and you can see how his foot, he's pushing himself up in there so he can try to get whatever is in there on the inside. So fish bowl is about 8 inches in diameter. It's just your typical fish bowl. I don't know who manufactured it. When I've sold this before at Mother Tucker's, it was the same style fishbowl, and then it usually has a little lip at the top so that it gives little kitty cat friend a little bit more of a hang, so he has something to hold on to. So if by chance you just want the cat and you don't want the fishbowl, I would ship them both to you. But if you don't want it and just the cat, then you could just buy the cat at 20 or vice versa. But they do come together. That's the way they were sold. And here is the little kitty cat. Look at the cute little blue eyes with his cute little arms hanging over. Again, in very good condition outside of the repair. And, you know, you have to imagine he's probably always have some kind of repair because somebody wasn't gentle with him. Has his original Japan sticker, minimal crazing, typical, you know, Siamese cat coloring. Pull it back here so you can see it's this creamy kind of tan kind of look. He measures 6.5 inches tall. So he is 6.5 inches tall. Oh my God, Karen, that would be so fun. You could use that as your candy dish. And then little guy here is trying to get your candies. Absolutely. And if you guys are afraid he's going to fall off, if you get some of that like earthquake putty, you could actually putty him and put him on there permanently so you don't have to worry about him falling off. So there's little kitty cat friend. You can see, look at him looking in the bowl. He's going to get that fish that's in there. I mean, I've seen folks crochet fish. Maybe you even want to do something crazy with this. Maybe you want to put shells in it and put a mermaid in there. And maybe you love kitty cats as well. And kitty cat is trying to get a little mermaid friend. I don't know. But to find it with the bowls really, really amazed me. So the bowl is just clear, no chips or cracks, 8 inches in diameter. Your traditional style fish bowl. And then you have kitty cat here. Again, yeah, I'm disappointed that there's a repair to the tail, but considering how these were made. Now, I've had other little ones that were sold separately that you could hang on whatever you want, but I pretty much have always seen this guy here with his intended purpose to hang on the fish bowl. Look at those blue eyes. And I feel like, yeah, those blue eyes, yeah, they're kind of cold paint. It's amazing there's no issues to those. So again, if anyone's interested, $20, you're going to get the candy bowl. I love that, Karen. You're going to get the candy bowl. How cool would that be filled with M&Ms? Fish bowl.
Or butter bits.
Oh my God, absolutely. Then I was even thinking like seashells. You know what would be really cool if you're a cat lover? Put your cat treats in there. Put the cat treats in there. Get yourself some of that putty. Put him on there permanently because, you know, you're not going to want to get in it a lot of times if he isn't attached to it. I envision someone just hanging it on and letting it there, but permanently put him on with some of that putty, fill it up with some of the cat treats, and you're good to go. So I'm not yet exactly, Joe, the museum wax. That's what it's called. Put some of that on. This was going to
fish. Oh my gosh.
What did it say? Oh my God, Dusty. I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? And then if you got like the multicolored ones they have, how cool would that be?
Yeah.
This was going to take a certain person, and I knew that. And that's okay. Let's keep it moving. Think about it, and we'll bring it back for the recap. It's just something you don't see that often.
That's true. I know you can get those giant bags of Swedish fish at Costco.
Yes.
You can dump the whole thing in there. That would be great.
Fun.
That'd be great. Okay. I have an antique round for my next, and it's going to be a lot of items. So you're going to get everything that I show to you. First off, and this is very exciting because I have actually seen this cup for around $60 at another antique store. But I found this out in the wild. This is a antique demi-tasse little cup, and it features Palmer Cox brownies on there, which is pretty exciting. This is my it's only second piece of Palmer Cox porcelain that I've ever run across in the wild. Relatively good shape. There is a stained craze line on that handle. All right, it's not a break or anything like that, but there is some staining there. And as far as I know, there's no other chips or anything like on it, and nice and clean on the inside. All right, so it says lot. So besides the cool cup there, which is awesome, I also found some Palmer Cox brownies stamps. All right, so the cup itself, this is from the 1890s. Okay, and then these stamps, so they would have come with a big box set of stamps. So I have 3 of them here. And the stamp set was produced in the 1920s. Okay.
Wow.
And I just have the 3. All right. But they all still have their paper labels, which is awesome. So they did do color labels and black and white. But I have these 3. Isn't that cool?
Fantastic.
I wish that there was the box. My gosh, that would have been fantastic to find. These actually came from Elkhorn. I have not done this video yet. And he had like some other of the black and white versions. He had some of those as well. But these were the only color versions that he had in, and he had some other stamps mixed in there too, but I couldn't believe that those were just sitting out there. So you're going to get all of them together. You guys know I like to pair the vintage, and why not pair the Palmer Cox brownies together? So that's pretty awesome. Very cool. I love to find Palmer Cox stuff. I don't see it very often as well. I just don't. It's not out there a lot. Most of it is in Springfield, Ohio, at the Springfield Antique Center. There's a glass showcase there, and he's got 3 levels, and it's all Palmer Cox brownies, anything that you can think of. Jason had some of the dolls last year, and they have some of those down there, but I just don't see a lot of it. It's just, I don't know. It's not out there. I mean, they were first produced like 1880, 1878, around in there. So for them to survive as long as they do, it's pretty fascinating. All right, Gnarly Jones, I see at 28. Thank you so much. So it's for the lot of 4. So let's count it down. We're looking for 29 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. So you can see the rubber stamp there on the back side. They do have a little bit of wear to them, but I like that. I mean, you know, technically you could use these and stamp with them still too.
Oh, you could.
Put them on your bill that you're sending in to your electric company for all the air conditioning that you're using. Put a little Palmer Cox brownie on there for good measure. Why not? All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Gnarly Jones had a just in case at 35. MJ had a just in case at 42. So MJ, they are yours for 36. Thank you so much.
All right, $15. And you said you love plush. I'll always be a sucker for some plush. And I have this Gund plush bear, $15 if anybody is interested.
Okay, just making sure.
He is in overall good condition, except one of his bells. And I think some of us love that when it has a patina to it. His one bell has a little bit of patina to it. So it's a little discolored there. Not as silver as the other one. Now, these are sewn in. Maybe you want to replace it, you could, but I'm just happy the bells are originally there. So I do believe that he was supposed to be more of a brighter pink. He is kind of faded to that fun patina of more of a tannish pink. He might be reading just tan to you. I think he's adorable too. And he's got these big.
I love his big old chunky thighs.
He's got these MC Hammer. It's Hammer time. Hammer go hammer kind of pants that he's wearing. And I mean, come on, don't we all just need that kitschy teddy bear in our life? And I think he could be it. He has his original.
He exactly matches your Hammer Time dog.
Yes, exactly.
Same manufacturer.
I think I'd mentioned in that sale that I had a bear, and I waited a little bit, and then I thought I would bring him.
Yes.
No rips or tears. The only major condition issue is we have a patina to the bell. We have a little patina to the fur. You can see if I get right in there, it was supposed to be more of a pink. His feet are very clean. They actually weighted the feet. So there's like a board style material in there so that he will stand and helps to weight them. The color is true, what you're seeing. We have grays, whites, pinks, and blacks in there. So fun plaid pants. I'm going to get up and personal. There's no rips or tears in the groin region. He's got a little bit of office butt going on, and he's got his suspenders for days, and that's the back of his ribbon. And it's his original ribbon, plus his eyes are original, plus the fabric in the ears are original. So there are no rips or tears. There are no funky smells, and he will stand on his own if you get him into position. So he's just an adorable teddy bear from the 1950s. I will show you up close here. You can see he does have his Gund Creations. I believe that says Gund Creations. Yep, tag on him right there. And he could be yours for $15 if anyone's interested. He's 12 inches tall. 12 inches tall. He's really, really cute. This would be a fun bear. And it's going to get to be that time of the year where I say this, where if you decorate the underneath of your Christmas tree as if it is staged, I think this would be a fun addition, because this probably would have met probably the era in which we love the Christmas and would look good under your Christmas trees. No condition issues other than that. I mean, he's all original. Yes, I wish the bell didn't have some patina to it, but I kind of am here for that. That doesn't really turn me off. I guess that's from all the years of watching Ariana. I've kind of taken a liking to the patina to the thing. So his eyes are nice and crisp with no scratches to it, no tears. He would look super cute in any display that you want to use him for. So I'm trying to see what the chat says. Golf club. He kind of does. You know, it does.
It looks like he's wearing, golf pants.
Kind of does. He would be hanging out with Bing Crosby on the 1950s golf course. They're doing some golfing. So I'll just hold him up for another minute to see if anybody is interested. He does have a little bit of a color change to him. I can't say for sure if he would have been completely pink. I think he would have been a light pink, but he definitely has a patina to him now of like a tan that you guys can see. I don't think he's going to be like, I don't know that he was like the vibrant bubblegum pink that you're thinking. I think he was like a very, very light pink. Did I say how tall he was? He's 12 inches tall. So he's 12 inches tall, no rips or tears, and he does jingle at you if you want to shake him up a little bit. So we'll sit Bear Friend to the side. Say bye, Mr. Gun Bear. No one's going to. Bye. I'll be back for the recap. So we'll bring him back for the recap, Amy.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
He's so cute.
I love him. I might be keeping him. I love him.
All right. I have a pair. So these are not choice. I did find these together. And so I'm keeping them. I'm keeping them together. Gosh darn it, because I don't know how long they've been together. All right. Meow meow. These are Joseph Originals, little kitty friends, and 2 different poses for the figurines. And I don't know. I just thought that they needed to stay. They need to stay together. So this one here is just sitting, contemplating the next move. All right. We do have foil sticker there. It does have some wear to it though. Foil sticker there. No chipping on either one of these. All right. Really good condition on both of them. And then the other one here, it doesn't look like it's going to hurt the mouse. I think he's just playing with the little mouse friend. I love that they added the little mouse down there, and he is the other side of him. He even has his little hind leg like up on the cat's paw. So that's why I think that they're nice. They're friends. Kitty's not going to eat the mouse. And also no chips on this one. The foil sticker is nice intact on that one. And usually they would have a little tiny black and silver Japan sticker on the bottom. Neither one of those have that there on the base any longer, but they do have those other ones. All right, Aaron, I see you. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you some measurements. The one that is sitting is 3 inches tall by 2 3/4 wide. And then the one with the mouse is 3 3/4 long and about 1 3/4 inches tall. So that's why I had to keep them together. They're all friends. They're all friends. They're playing in quotation marks, Karen. Yeah, exactly. Playing until, yes. I know that all too well. Okay. Aaron, let's count it down for you. We're looking for 31 or more on the pair of Joseph Original Kitties. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit out.
I love how the one has his feet kind of plopped out, kind of just all pancaked a bit.
He's just squatting. Yeah. All right. Nikki, I saw ya. And also, just in case, so Wanda got in there with a 33. Oh, they did. Yes. Just in case of 38. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. All right. So looks like down there at the end, Nikki got a straight bid in there. And then she got a just in case of 38 in there. Wanda got a 33. And Aaron had the second just in case of 38. Nikki did have the first one. So Nikki, it is yours for 38. Thank you so much.
All right, $20. And I'm going to switch gears completely. I'm going to go more. I'm going to start bringing more things that are going to look nice in your fall displays, and lacquered things, especially Russian lacquered things, have definitely made a comeback, especially at Mother Tucker's. So I have this Russian lacquered box,
Ooh.
probably from the 1970s. It is double signed. Okay, so it is double signed. There are 2 signatures, which makes this a little more desirable when it is signed. Okay. The one that we could make out is usually what most of them are signed, and I'm going to butcher it, but it's Fed Oskina, and that is a term for the lacquered pieces that come from Russia. Apparently, that is a word that is used in Russian to describe the art of painted and lacquered pieces. Okay, it is what we. Why are you doing this tonight, camera? You're doing 2 a week. That's why you're putting out on me.
Ooh.
So we believe that's what it says right here by my pinky. Then it is artist signed over here. Okay. We cannot make it out, but when they are artist signed, usually they're more expensive. So you can see the Russian style buildings in the back. See the tops of them there. So you can actually see one off in the corner. And then you have this fun, and it's very interesting to me. This seems very much like American style artwork with the tree and the creek or the stream going through it. And then you have the Russian style buildings in the back. Okay. So it's just this gorgeous, very fall, makes you feel like it's not 110 degrees in Michigan scene. Okay.
There's even a little path. There's even a little path that goes up from the riverbank, like up towards where the buildings are.
Yes.
That is so crazy detailed.
If you do some research online, you will see, yes, you did, Cindy. You will see that there's other versions of this that are larger. So this scene, they do it in different scales. So, and then they also do this scene, but different. So if you like this depiction, this portrait, you can get other ones to go with it. So no chips or cracks to the lacquered box. Again, these were very popular in the 70s. You can see there's the inside. It's a nice small little trinket box. It measures about 4 1/4 inches long. So 4 1/4 inches long. It's about 2 1/4 inches tall. And then when it sits on your table or wherever you want to put it, it's about 1.5 inches tall. No chips to it. You know, if somebody abused this and knocked it around, they could have cracked the lacquer, pulled some of it off. There is no condition issues whatsoever. That's what the bottom looks like. A lot of times those signatures are on here. So it's very unique to me that it is actually on the front. So you have to be really into these lacquered boxes. I even think there's a boat there. There's even a wooden boat. You have to be really into these lacquered boxes to know some more of the detail or whom the artist is. And sometimes when I find these, there is cracking. So today I was very happy with the locket. Oh my God, Renee. I even opened up that locket, the picture of that girl. Oh my God. It's fantastic. That was worth it. Jennifer, thank you so much for the 21. So we're looking for 22 or more. Let's go ahead and count this down. It is a vintage, probably early 70s Russian lacquered box. Again, you can get it in different depictions, larger ones, smaller ones. And this one is unique in the aspect that it is double signed. So Jennifer, I see you're 21. So we're looking for 22 or more. Let's go ahead and count it down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Somebody took very good care of this. And again, there's no condition issues. And I think the picture on the front is just fantastic. Great for your fall. Even tuck it into maybe a spooky Halloween kind of theme. It's just fantastic. I love it. Thank you so much, Dusty, for your just in case. And we're just waiting on that bid end. There it is. Thank you, Karen G. So $22, Dusty. Thank you so much. And congratulations. It's going to look good with that book. Really good. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. I just noticed something about my next item that I didn't realize. So take that with what you will.
Okay.
So this is a pair of items that are coming together. And I just noticed. So I'm going to show you the pair first, and then I'll show you the new thing that I discovered, which I didn't notice before. So although these are coming together, all right, so we get a Spaghetti Poodle with Snowball the Poodle book. So you're going to get the pair at 18, and Black Spaghetti Poodle is good condition. I don't really notice really any kind of issues. Cold paint is really good. Usually it's those eyeballs for these that tend to go first and next, followed by the collar. Good overall, I would say. Maybe there's a little scratching on the collar, but otherwise I think it's good condition. This one doesn't have a maker on it, but I think this is a Christ. I think this is a Christ Poodle, Spaghetti Poodle here, and they did make these in different colors. All right, and it's not a super large one. It's not one that was supposed to have babies or anything like that with it. But the book, it's going to come with the book, and it's flocked. All right, so Snowball the Poodle. So it is flocked. So you can see if I tilt it, you can see on the black part of the poodle, it is flocked. And the illustrations in here are Florence Sarah Winship was the illustrator, but the story itself is by Betty Wen Wright, that did a lot of storybooks. But look at this. It's signed.
Oh, my God.
She signed the book here. And I was trying to feel it with my finger. It does actually feel like it's indented in the paper. So I do think that that's a legit signature in there, which I didn't notice. Like, I knew it was writing, but I didn't put it together until just now. So that's in there too. So the Snowball here is flocked, and the block is flocked there, plus the little bonus signature, which is kind of cool. This is a cute little story. So it is flocked throughout the book. Look at that. That's cute. Have you seen this one before, Jason?
No, I have not.
I haven't seen this book in a very long time. So there are a couple pages in here that don't have flocking, but there are quite a few that are in here, and the flocking is still good condition. Look at wearing the poodle bib.
With a poodle bib.
The poodle bib.
So absolutely.
Robin, I see you. Thank you so much. And we'll keep going through. No flocking on that one. And then we've got double flocked on these. Look at Mama Poodle. It's not fun.
My God. Is she washing the car with the poodle?
Wait. I don't know what she's doing. Oh, a Snowball accidentally tipped over a paint can.
Oh.
And that's how Snowball got covered.
Gotcha.
Snowball was naughty. All right, some more pages, no flocking. And then the last one, very cute.
Amy, what's the date on that book?
What's the date? I did write that down. It is 1952 is the publication on Snowball. Okay, so you get the pair together. I think they looked pretty complimentary. So that's, I like to pair the vintage when I can do so. So Robin's in at 18. Thank you so much. Looking for 19 or more. Let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I have another cool black poodle thing that's coming a few rounds from now, but it's very cool. I had not seen it before. All right, I'm just waiting for Karen's bid end to come in there. Robin did put in a just in case. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Robin, you did not need your just in case. It is coming to you. Thank you so much.
This is the other one from last week. I had a biscuit tin, and then this is the other one. So I got these at the same time. This one's starting at 22, if anybody's interested. So these double-handled biscuit tins are more commonly called sewing baskets because you would have gotten your Dutch made. I mean, I have it written down. It was actually, yeah, Dutch made biscuits in these. And then, of course, everybody kept them and repurposed them. So there's remnants of the original tag right here. Okay. I believe that you could get that off. Okay. That's just adhesive. But remnants of the original tag that was on there. So please note that. So it has normal patina for these tins. It is covered in these strawberry blossoms, which I think are very appropriate for summertime. Then you have these little blue flowers around it. And then you have this gorgeous black. So outside of that, the tin has normal patina. Being a tin from the late 30s or the 1940s or even the early 50s, it's in remarkable condition. There's no major scratches. You can see there is a little patina to the bottom, and there is one area where there is a little ripple here in the top. Okay, I did not over clean these. Usually when I sell these, people want them the way I find them. So let me pull the lid off here so you guys can see what the inside looks like. Then I'll give you dimensions. So overall, it is very clean on the inside. This would make a very good little picnic basket. It would make a great riser in your display, or it would be a very good traditional sewing basket because that's commonly what these then are known as once you've eaten your biscuits out of them. So like I said, there is a little ripple. Looks like it took a fall. So you can see there is a little ripple there in the top part right here by my fingers. You can see there is some discoloration, but right there by my fingers. But overall, the lid fits it very well. And I think that's to be expected with these older tins. And again, then the handles work beautifully. So you could use that in multiple displays. Like I said, picnic basket, sewing basket. You could, display or then hold your ephemera in it if you want to. And that is just the adhesive from where the original sticker was. The one I sold last week still had its original sticker on it. This had just a little bit of it, and then until it came to sale, it fell off. So I'm going to let the new owner clean that off. Measurements on this, where are my measurements? It measures 11 inches wide. So it's a nice large tin. Again, you could sit things on top. You could open it up. You could sit things in it if you want to. 11 inches across. It's 4 inches tall. And then when you add in the height of the handles, it comes in at 7.5 inches tall. So thank you so much, Timmy. I see you for 22. Again, it is these strawberry blossoms. I believe it's strawberry blossoms. I believe they're strawberries, but now that I'm looking at it there, they could be roses behind. But I'm pretty sure that they are strawberry blossoms, that they're the strawberries with the little white flowers. And then you have these teal 1950s little blue ones. I'm not sure what the name of those would be. And again,
maybe those are forget-me-nots.
Oh, I think you're right, Amy. I think that's what they could be. And again, with these tins, you don't want to do a ton of scrubbing or you're going to start lifting the paint off of these. So I do a light dusting to these and a very, very light cloth to them. And usually when folks are buying these, they want them to have that little bit of patina to them so that they look period correct. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. I got Timmy in at 22. Again, it's probably somewhere between this tin's probably right before the war or after World War II into the very early, maybe even mid-50s. Okay, it's somewhere in that time period. So 23 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 bid. And thank you, Pam. And again, these aren't getting any easier to find. And usually if they're stored in properly,
they're rusted out.
Rusted, rotted, stinky. This one's in good condition. Pop that top, put some ephemera in it, put some decor in it. There's the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. So Timmy, it's coming to you for $22. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Congratulations. And hi, Timmy. Good to see you. Okay, this is coming out of my personal collection. I love vintage hankies, but I decided I'm going to pass these along. So first we'll start with the outside, and then we'll show you what's on the inside. So we're going to start with the back, and this is wrapped in plastic for protection, okay? And we've got these cute little animals in the band on the back. And this is from Hamilton Manufacturing, stamped there on the back. Here is the front cover. All right, look at, now there's a little wear to the cover. There's a couple little bend spots, but it's the Hanky Parade.
Oh
Hip
my
hip
God.
hooray for the Hanky Parade. And there's me playing the flute.
Do you know how to play the flute?
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that. I just learned something new.
I played flute, piccolo, and oboe all through school. Those were my instruments, and then I also played guitar in the jazz band. So yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right, so let's open it up and reveal. Here we go.
Oh my God.
See my pretty hanky, just as sweet as it can be. I'm going to pin it on my blouse for everyone to see. So you get 3 little kitty children's hankies that are inside. Isn't that cute?
That's fantastic.
If it were me, and that was me, the initial plan was that I was going to frame it just like that. Because you can get square box frames. I know Michaels carries them. I don't know about Hobby Lobby. They probably do, but I know Michaels has, I think that Michaels actually has a larger framing section than Hobby Lobby does. And they have shadow box, like deeper ones, but they also have just regular square frames. So very easy. But everything's really nice condition on the hankies. There's like no staining or anything going on with any of them. So we've got a bigger cat and then a teeny tiny little kitten on each one. So stinking cute. And each of the hankies has like a little applied bow at the top as well. But cute little folder to come along with it. So that's the Hanky Parade. And Timmy, I see you 18. Thank you so much. We are looking for 19 or more. And I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I know you guys want Mama Pam to do a cookie sale. I just don't know how we would do it, especially in the summer. That would be very difficult. Maybe when we're in the colder months, we can think about it.
Oh my God, she'd sell out. You mean do a live cookie sale?
Cookie sale.
Oh my God, Amy.
Mama Pam's cookie drive. I don't know. It would be crazy.
It'd be like
I'd have to have a call center. I'd have to have call center.
You would.
People answering phones.
You would.
It would just be crazy.
You would break the internet. You would break the internet. Uh-huh.
All right, Timmy, it's coming to you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Timmy. Appreciate it.
$28, and I have another very kitschy set of salt and pepper shakers. These are very iconic in the kitsch world. These taller boy, dog, girl, cat kind of figurines. Tina had some of these before in her collection. They were like vases or figurines. Sometimes they had fur, sometimes they didn't. So these are fun, made in Japan. These actually came from the same estate as the dogs I just sold. So they came from the same exact estate. This one here is your 3-hole. So that is your 3-hole. If you were into pastel colors, pinks and blues, these would be great for you. So that is little puppy dog. He has his pink hat, blue ears, pink bow, and then kind of airbrushed blue body. Has the little Japan sticker on the bottom with the original plastic stopper. And they measure just shy. They're just shy of 5 inches tall. So there is dog. Here is cat. So you don't have to pick which one you like more or less. And again, these were all airbrushed, and this was the effect they were going for. So this one has your 2 holes. This one has the blue cap on. She has pink details on her body. She has a blue bow tie and then a pink body. So super cute. No chips or cracks. These are really, really fun to add to your kitsch. These, to me, scream. The reason why I brought 2 sets of shakers is these look more like figurines to me. Yes, they are salt and pepper shakers, but these, if you tuck these in with your figurines, folks are never going to suspect that they are shakers. Let's get in here so you guys can see. These aren't going to have your high, crazy, kitschy details like some do, but these are definitely, they fall into that iconic kind of kitsch world. So that one, I think I showed you I already showed you that one had the sticker. I want to show you that the cat has the sticker and its original stopper too. So again, these are become very collectible. The kit shakers, they're getting harder to find, which means the start price has to be a little bit higher. It's just the way it is. If I want to bring these things to a sale, I got to pay a little bit more for them. So
I've only ever found the dog just by itself.
Just by itself.
I've never found it with the cat.
I think Tina actually had these figurines in her collection. The maker, Minx, I don't know. You're hitting me with another good
I don't know
one.
the maker for those.
I don't think
was able to identify one when I had that one.
It falls under those pigs that we sold, because even back in the day, I mean, me and Tina have collected kits since we've been together. So for over 20 some years, it just kind of fell that it was just Japan. We just always called these Japan, and we always called the pigs or the dogs or the cats with that kind of sculpt. We just always called them Japan. So no fun maker like Holt Howard or anything, but they are super collectible. The folks that like the figurines that have like the metal glasses or the ones with the fur attached, these kind of go hand in hand with those kind of collections as well. So one more time, they are salt and pepper shakers. That one is your 3-hole, and that one is your little puppy dog. This one is your little kitty cat. She has your 2-hole, and again, they have both of their stoppers and their Japan stickers. Minimal. Actually, I got to tell you, these almost have no crazing on them. So if you're not a fan of the crazing, this would be a great set for you. And these are probably more 1960s. These are probably that early to mid 1960s. Like those dogs were probably a little bit earlier than these. So Wanda, meow, meow, good to see you. You got a bid in at 28, so we're looking for 29 or more. Let's go ahead and count them down. And we are doing just in case for active bidders on the shakers. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I love when the dogs and cats are friends and they hang out. And they're salt and pepper, roof, roof, meow, meow, like they're buddies. They hang out. It's all good in my world. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. I've not got enough sleep. So there's the bid end. Wanda, thank you so much. Congratulations, Wanda. They are yours for $28. Now I'm making the vintage kiss. Okay, that's a no. Thank you, Wanda.
We do that on a weekly basis. It's nothing new. It's really not. It's to be expected.
It is.
I did it last night, for goodness sakes, remember?
Oh, that's right. You did with the pixies. That's right.
Yep. On the log, yeah. Okay. All right. This is maybe John, maybe.
Yes.
This is for the pair. Yeah. I already mentioned this a little bit, but here's the pair that you're going to get. All right. So we have a Cutie Pie Poodle greeting card. All right. But really, I'm including the card because it's unused. And you get the really cool poodle pencil or pen holder. And this was actually, I'm going to show you the holder first. The pencil was brand new. I just sharpened it down so that it would be a little bit shorter, if you will, to balance in there. Now, this I know it's cast iron, number one. The poodle is cast iron, so it does have some weight to it. And here we go. It would have originally come in a little box with a tiny little kind of matching pen with it. I actually did see what it looked like in its original case. So cast iron painted, and it has tiny little rhinestone eyes and little gold painted tips on all of the little paws there. And then the spring at the back, like I said, it would have originally come with a pen, but I'm going to include this gold pencil with it. And that's why I thought I should include a cute little poodle card to go along with it. And it's a birthday card, but it's got the cutest little poodle graphic on here. It's kind of like three-dimensional, like the little carriage that the poodle's in is looks like crocheted lace, and then little applique flowers and things. And it's a little birthday card on the inside, so you could totally use the birthday card if you wanted to, because nobody else has used it. So it's unused on the inside, but it is a happy birthday card. But since it was poodle, I thought I would include it. Jason, have you ever seen this before?
No, I'm kind of struck. I didn't even see this in your reel. This
Yeah,
is
it's because it's not very large. All right, so I that's why I paired them with the card so you could really see what its intended purpose is. Now, the poodle itself does has a little bit of surface wear to it, like a little bit of surface paint wear, but neither one of the rhinestones are missing. But there's a little wear on that hind leg there, but
you know
both of
what
the rhinestones are there.
You know what I love about this, Amy, is that you have the pen holder, and we all get the brown or the red ware that's the letter holder,
Yeah,
or you end up getting the bookends. So if you have the
right.
poodle bookends or the letter holder, you put this with it, you got the trifecta. You got your whole desk covered.
And
So good.
it's not a super large piece. It could also fit in a printing tray. I think it's just the right width
So
to
good.
fit in one of those printing tray. If you have one of those, or a shadow box that you hang on the wall, if you didn't want to actually use it for its intended purpose. But I just thought it was stinking cool. It's 2 inches by 1 3/4. That's it.
I've never, in all the years of us collecting poodles, I've never ever seen this.
Yeah, I had not either, but I did see on Worth Point some years ago the whole box set, how it originally came packaged. I could see the original packaging. It came like one of those little plastic, kind of like a jewelry, like a necklace or a brooch or something would come in, like a presentation box, and that's how it originally come. And it would have the pen was not very long; it was like about that long, that would have come in it. So, and also had rhinestones on it. So you're going to get the pear and the pencil if you want it. I can include the pencil. I did gold, so it matched the gold on the little paws there. But I thought it'd be a fun little stationary thing. All right, Renee's in at 15, so we're looking for 16 or more. And I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But then Parmesan's awake. I heard him. He's gone. I don't know where he went to.
It's these little cute things that get me because they always got lost or
tiny
thrown
treasures.
away.
Tiny treasures.
So good.
Thanks for hanging out with us, you guys. Appreciate you guys being here. And look at the poodle pen bit end. Thank you, Karen. All right. Renee had a just in case of 18. Robin had a just in case of 23. So Robin, it is yours for 19. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $24. And I'm going out. I'm going rogue here with 2 things. One, I'm starting to steer us into fall. August, Amber's the official colored glass of August, and I'm bringing glass to a sale. So I have an antique piece.
Welcome to the stage.
Amber to the stage, you're right. I have an antique piece of Bohemian Czechoslovakian glass. I believe this is from the 1930s. It is a gorgeous apothecary jar. It even still has its original Czech stamp on the bottom, which I will show you. So $24. I think this piece would look gorgeous in your fall displays. It would look good in your Victorian displays. It would look good in your antique displays. It is a covered candy dish or apothecary jar. The earlier Czechoslovakian glass, they would have sanded the tip, which you can see they sanded the tip. There is a little bit of roughness, but that is because it's from the 1930s, and I do believe that is period correct. You can actually see it in person. There is some waviness to it. It is an older piece of glass. It is this gorgeous opening here on the inside. If you wanted to put candies in there, you could put fairy lights in there. You could do whatever you wanted in there. So, Robin, I see you for 27. I want to make sure. Did you delete your 27? Maybe you wanted to put in 24, Robin. I see it deleted on my phone. But nonetheless, I'll keep showing you. If I can just get, there you go. You can see the original Czechoslovakian stamp on the bottom, which helps me definitely date.
It's deleted.
Date this. Yep. So Robin, and no worries if you had that in wrong, that's okay. Or if you were interested, it's starting at $24. So Again, it's an old piece, and by the stamp there we go. I do believe it's from the 1930s. So a lot of the Czechoslovakian glass was hollow, which that's what I love. You can see the base here is completely sanded. It makes it a lighter piece of glass. You could actually underlight it here if you wanted to with a light stand. And then again, you can fill this with whatever you want as like an apothecary jar. No worries, Robin. We just wanted to make sure I didn't want to miss a bit if you were interested.
Yeah, because if it's deleted in the chat, it's not deleted in StreamYard.
Right, right. Yeah. So it still shows on our screen. So, yep. And then again, that fits beautifully with no chips or cracks. Again, look at the way that is made. It almost looks like a pumpkin, doesn't it? I think
it does look like or an acorn.
It does. I think it's got really good fall vibes. So like I said, now we're starting to round that corner where we're starting to think about what are we going to use in our decorations in about 2 months or so. Oh, yes. Gotcha, John. So it measures about 13.5 inches tall. And due to the stamp on it, I do believe it is probably from the latter part of the 1930s. So usually when I sell glass that is from Czechoslovakia, I usually say that it is Bohemian style glass. Jason, what color is that? It is an amber. It is a very, very honey amber. It might be reading green on your screen. Thank you, John. I think it's stunning too. It is a honey amber. Let's get some white behind it here. Let's get it close so you guys can see. It's a gorgeous honey amber. Now it's reading more true to color. Some of these older ambers, in the wrong light, it kind of pulls some greens out in them. But when you have this in person, it's a gorgeous honey amber. And truth be told, to find Czechoslovakian glass that doesn't have tons of detail painted on it or major damage to it, I don't find it that often. So now I can see on my phone. Now you guys are getting the true color. So it's just a stunning piece. And to find an apothecary jar like this with no damage is not too easy for me. I'll take the lid off again to show you guys. There you can see that's the way they sanded it. So it is sanded. There might be 1 or 2 little teeny tiny chips, but that's usually to be expected. It would, Joe, you're exactly right. That's what I was thinking too. Put your candy corn in there. And again, fall is right around the corner. No chips or cracks, just a gorgeous piece. You can, when you get it in person, you are actually going to see some of the little imperfections in the wave in the glass, which does lead me to believe that it is on the older, closer to antique side. So that is hollow. So it's going to be a nice light piece of glass. It's going to be light and sort of easy to ship. But I just think it's a really neat piece. A very nice apothecary jar that would be a nice piece in your center, maybe the center of your table. You could put one of those candle rings around it if you want to, and fill it up with candy. I just think it would be gorgeous. And if you have yourself a fairy light, and then we'll just see here. You get yourself one of these fairy lights. I know it's going to be very bright in here. And you throw that inside. Look how gorgeous that looks with the candle on the inside. I just think it's really fun. So you have that, and then I have this coming up later. I just thought these two things kind of sitting next to each other on like an entryway table or something would just look really, really good. So again, I'm trying different things. I don't see any interest. That's okay. It was just $24, and you could have, I think my light went out. So you can have a nice, gorgeous antique piece of Czechoslovakian glass for $24. Nikki, I see you're 24. Dusty's in at 24. We must got a heck of a lag. But again, that double mirror is coming up. I'll do that the next round. I thought they went well together. And again, just so, wow, there was a lag. Thank you guys for the interest. I'll just show you one more time. This stamp here for Czechoslovakian glass usually dates it to the 1930s, and then it kind of dies off there around the war. So I can at least sort of tell you that usually when the ceramics, porcelain, or the glass is stamped with that, it's usually 30s in my experience. So Renee is in at 25. Thank you, Nikki, for your bid. Thank you, Dusty, for your bid. Let's go ahead and count it down. We're looking for 26 or more on the almost antique apothecary jar. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And again, you could light it up from here if you want to. Open. You could actually put some decor in there if you want to. Fill that with candy, put a light in it. It would be a stunner in the center of your dining room table. I just think it's a gorgeous piece of glass. Heading into months where it isn't so stinking hot. So there's the bid end. Thank you so much. Nikki, Renee had it just in case of 33, but with Nikki's just in case of 34, Dusty, it comes to you for $35. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you, ladies.
Congratulations. All right. If you guys haven't refreshed in a while, do make sure and try and refresh. All right. My next round's going to start at 14. And I have a file box. And I really liked the pattern on this one and the colors. I really liked both of these things. Kind of fallish as well, but it's an overall kind of floral motif. But on the background of it is black. And then it has lots of gold, metallics, and all sorts of colors in it. So it's a file box. It's actually by J. Chien. I don't think that's going to focus right there. But J. Chien stamping there on the bottom. Which is not usually, I don't usually come across. It's usually their tin litho toys that I see by J. Chien, or the sand pails or shovels, that sort of thing, but not the boxes. And it does have the dividers in here. All right. Overall, nice condition. I would say maybe there's just a little bit of wear to the lid, probably from just opening and closing it. But it does have the dividers in there. Now, oh, hang on. There's a bonus in here. I didn't even see this was in here. I was just going to say that the dividers don't go past W. So X, Y, and Z are not in here. But
well, Kim says this is what she uses as a recipe box. She wants to know if you came over to her house and
I did not, Kim. There's a photograph in the bottom
God,
here.
No way.
Wait. Okay, I was reading the back. It says, let's see if we can get it to focus. That's funny.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
Is right out of the
quintessential 90s photo right there. Randy, Vanessa, and Kimberly and Christopher, November 1993.
That alone is worth the $14.
It was like it was like upside down, and so the dividers were like covering it. I didn't even know that was in there.
Yes.
Now I'm wondering if
Photo Studio Special.
Anything else in here filed amongst the things. I don't see anything else is in here, but yeah, you could. I think originally this probably was like an address box. You would fire your address or things for like birthday reminders or greeting cards, that sort of thing. But yeah, definitely, it's the same size as a recipe box, so you could use it as.
With those flowers, it has a very Art Deco kind of look about it too. For being like 50s or 60s, it has a very, very Deco feel about it.
It's those kind colors. Of the colors in it, like there's muted orange, muted yellow, muted turquoise, muted green, and then the background behind everything. It's the gold outer light layer that, like, there you can kind of see some of the colors in it. I just really like that. I have not seen this one.
No.
Mama Pam's cookie recipe. I don't know her cookie recipe, Jennifer. She probably keeps that under lock and key at her house. I don't know. And I certainly cannot make them. Truth be told, I cannot. So I'm not seeing any interest in that. That is fine. We can move it along. Thank you, guys. That's funny that photo was in there.
All right, gang. This is a make-do. This was a make-do. So somebody gave this a facelift. It's going to start at just $20. So this is going to take somebody. And why is that like that? There we go. I just want to fix this. So this is a makeover. This would have been a double swing for pictures. This would have been for photos. Okay. So somebody cut mirrors and put it in. You could probably switch it back to pictures if you want to. So for $20, it definitely has a patina. It has some wear to it, but I think it has a great look. Okay. So they did put in a heavy duty mirror style, and they actually have it held in with the old nails. Okay. So that's how it's in there. The base of this is actually that wood that is coated in porcelain. So you know how they did that in the 20s and the 30s? They kind of dipped it into the porcelain, and then they would have coated it to look like wood, but it had these medallions and things on it. And I wanted to look really close. I felt like, yeah, that's flower motif. Those are motif of flowers down there. So those are flower motif. And then you have all this other great, very 1920s, 1930s sort of detail to it. Then you have this gorgeous scroll work up here at the top. So we do have some wear to it, but I think that's what we have going for it. And once you sit it into position, you can put these mirrors whichever way you want. Like I say, if the mirrors aren't doing it for you, you get yourself a donor modern day picture frame, and you could, put the cardboard in. You could go cut a piece of glass pretty cheap, and you're going to have a nice double framed swinging picture frame, 2 of them in one. So the dimensions on this, it roughly measures about 10. So it's 10 by 11. Okay. Let me get down to it is, Renee, and that's why I picked it up. It's something I'm trying. I know me and Amy are making sure we bring things that you normally don't see. That's what we're trying to do. So that makes it a little difficult, but also unique. So the picture in the middle, if you wanted to turn them back into picture frames, it's going to be an 8x4. So you're going to be able to you're going to actually be able to put a cabinet card in that if you want to. I know, Tracy, the way I say Mira, it's definitely the Pennsylvania and the
we
New.
Always enjoy when you bring
a Mira. Absolutely.
Say it.
Usually when I find that detail, it's heavily chunked off. This isn't really chunked off. This is wear to the paint here, and it is double-sided. So it is double-sided here, and I did not clean it because I like the way it looks, okay? I like the patina, and I like the way it looks. I just think it is old. It looks antique, and I think it's going to fit into your fall decor, spooky decor, or even heavy, like old, like Victorian style look. Rusty, crusty, dusty style thing. So Renee is in at 20. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and count it down. We're looking for 21 or more. And again, there is wear to it. This is a makeover. Somebody put mirrors in it. I'm here for it. I actually bought it thinking it was like a shaving mirror. And then once I got it in person, I realized that they had switched out the picture frame. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And then each corner, of course, has the nails holding it in. It just has a good old weathered look to it. Those mirrors are in there pretty sturdy. But if you don't want it and you want to put pictures in, you could definitely do it. Heck, even put the pictures on top of the mirrors if you want, and don't worry about all that other work. So there's the bid end. Renee, thank you so much. Congratulations. It's coming to you for 20. Thank you so much.
That's cool. I like they replaced it with mirrors.
So neat. So neat.
Mirrors.
I don't even know if I could properly say Mira.
But that's how you say it.
That's everyone around here says it that way. It feels normal.
Yeah.
Here in Leola, where I live, it feels normal.
I guess I don't know if I've ever heard Michael say or not. I don't know if I've ever heard him say that.
He may not. Where I'm at, it's a big Dutch dialect. So it could be that Philadelphia Dutch kind of area. So Tracy says it too.
I'm going to bring out my little Disney.
Oh my God.
I guess he's not little. He's pretty big. He's much larger, I think. I've had the Tinkerbell one before as well. None of the other ones, but I have had Tinkerbell. But I think Patch here is much larger. And he does have an Enesco foil sticker, though, although it's very faded. But a red and gold Enesco foil sticker, and it just is stamped Disney, not Walt Disney Productions. I do believe that these are after the ones that Jason had. And these were souvenir pieces that you could pick up at Disney World or Disneyland. But I like that he still has his little label there. Patch was always my favorite from 101 Dalmatians as well. He was a little bit spunky. Yeah. He had a little bit of an attitude. He liked to play. I think that's why I liked Patch. But Patch does not have any issues. He does have some crazing, but there's no chips or repairs on him, and he's a decent size figurine for sure. And I don't know, for whatever reason, Dalmatian stuff is not, I don't know, it's just not super easy to come by as opposed to some other dog breeds. Measurement for Patch, he is 6 inches by 3.5, 6 inches long and 3.5 about. His tail's a little bit taller than his ear. But he's really nice condition. And there are other ones that they did for these. I think I've seen at least 4 different ones besides Purdy and Pongo, the mom and the dad. But puppies, I've seen several different puppy variations. And they did do smaller ones. I've had smaller figurines, probably about half his size, of one of the Dalmatians before as well. But he's just, if you're seeing spots, it's okay. That's
him.
what you should be seeing. He's really nice shape, I think. And he doesn't have any cold paint. He's completely fired on glaze there. He looks like he's getting ready to wrestle, or he's getting ready to pounce, something like that.
You know, this would be a great Christmas gift for a firefighter. They don't even have to be into Disney or into, you know, the Disney aspect, the Dalmatians, and they're hard to find to gift to those folks.
I think this pose here, it's after Horace and Jasper like kidnap the puppies, and they're sitting in the living room and they're all watching the puppy kibble commercial on the TV, and he's getting ready to like pounce because of the puppies on the screen. I think that's where that pose comes from. I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I've watched that movie. But we'll bring Mr. Patch back at the recap.
All right, $28, and I have this gorgeous lady. She is a planter. I know Amie had a Napco version with one of these bonnet girls. I believe, and correct me maybe, Amie, if I'm wrong, I think that she is made by Enesco. I don't think this one is made by Napco. Am I right or am I wrong?
Before Jason.
Okay, I believe this one is made by Enesco, because I remember Tina had a couple of these Enesco girls years ago, and I think she had one in pink or purple. So, and I do believe I've seen the Enesco figurines. So this one is a planter. The big selling point on her is she does have her original pearl. A lot of times those pearls are missing. There are no chips or cracks. She has some feet here bumped out. She is a fun planter that can be used for dual purposes. I know you guys are like, here he goes again. This is one that could be used as a dresser caddy. It could be used to hold pens. It could be used to hold jewelry, or use it as a planter, okay? Now that I have her tilted, you can see she does have some crazing to her. She was used, but it does not attribute to the outside whatsoever. The outside just has minimal crazing. There is no staining on the outside. If you like her, I do believe that you can find her in figurine form. You can find them in other colors. I think it was Napco had a similar one. Then theirs were, I don't know, a perfume, figurines, other things. They kind of mimic each other. So she's in superb condition with no chips or cracks. Thank you, Kathy, for the 28. I tried my best to clean that. I can't get that any cleaner. You can see it does not spill out to the underside or the outside, so there's no staining there whatsoever. She measures 4.5 inches tall. She's about 4 inches wide, and then she's about 3.5 inches deep, okay? That's under the glaze. That's in the manufacturing. Other than the staining on the inside, she is in superb condition, and she has gorgeous blue eyes that match her blue bonnet. She has gorgeous blonde hair. She's wearing the gloves. The purse is actually matte finish, so it gives it that faux leather style look to it. And she has her pearl, so no chips or cracks. Let's go ahead and count her down. Looking for 29 or more. Kathy's got her at 28, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You're sure right there, Gavin. She's definitely a proper lady holding her purse. I know John and the fellas, they love when they got their little shoes bopped out like that. And the way she stands, she doesn't even look like a planter. She looks like just a figurine. Then you could repurpose that. So there's the bid end. Kathy, thank you so much. She's coming to you. Thank you so much.
There is this car that drives around our neighborhood that I think they have a hole in their muffler or something like that. It's so loud. So I was muted for a while because they were, and they like to I don't know. I think they like to race around town with some other cars. I'm not sure, but I hear it go by all the time. I don't know where it lives. but it's
hear
like
you.
super loud.
I
And
hear
it,
you.
it like, I don't know how to I just muted it because it's very loud. Okay. I have a book for my next round. I know you guys can usually hear the train when it goes by a block away, so you definitely could hear that. And I have Brownie's Hush. I've never had this book before. I have seen it before, but I've never been able to find a copy of it before. And although it's not Palmer Cox brownies, but definitely in the likeness, and it's very, very cute on the inside. So it's going to start at 10. And it was originally, I did get this in Wisconsin, and it actually was a public school book from Janesville, Wisconsin, and originally published in Clare, Wisconsin. So Janine should be familiar with all the things in here, but it's Brownie's Hush. Now, the original publication, hello, Parm. The original publication on this was 1938, but this is the 1966 edition. So it kind of tells you how the brownies came to be, all right, at the very beginning. And I will skip the story setup and get right to some of the cute illustrations. Now, there's a couple discolorations in here, but they're all dressed in brown. They wore little brown suits, little brown caps, little brown shoes. So you can see all the cute little illustrations. Creepity creep creep, skippity hop, really cute as we go. But there are a few discolorations throughout the book. I'm not sure what that is from, but overall, I think that it is in good condition. Yes, put your par emojis in. He's back up here. We are the brownies. Come tonight to make the house all clean and bright. So the part of the story is that they come in and clean for you. I wish I had some brownies that would come in and clean for me. That would be very nice. So they dust all the chairs and clean the pipes and roll up the knitting and keep everything nice and tidy. I know. Can we hire them? I know, really. I would like some Pixie. They wash the dishes. They do all the things. One found the dishpan, unfortunately, and two others had to fish him out. This is very cute. It's definitely some of the Palmer Cox brownie books, like they're a little bit more on the creepier side, and they, the illustrations, but these are all very adorable. Look, they're looking in the mirror, Jason.
Oh my God, it's a mirror.
To see them smile and wiggle their ears. Cute. All right, so I'm not going to show everything in here, but it's very, very cute. Look at this one. I wanted to show this one. Look at all the cute little faces. But the next one, there's naked.
What?
Look. Someone has seen us. We should look over their shoulder. Look. They're putting on their little fairy suits. Nothing showing. There's a little tuckus right there, but that's about it. All right. I'm not going to show any more. So we'll leave with the end. Cute. It's
now we know the truth.
All right, so let's count it down for MJ. We're looking for 11 or more on the Brownies Hush book, and it is hardcover. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bit end. And then there's in the back cover here, there's a couple more hiding out. Naked. Yeah, naked.
It's a fun book.
Who knew we were gonna have some pixie nudity tonight? Sorry about that. Viewer discretion is advised.
Definitely advised.
Okay. There's the bit end from Karen. This is a nice show. Okay. There's the bid end from Karen. Aaron, your 15 unfortunately came in after the bid end. So MJ, it is coming to you for 14. Thank you so much.
Right. I will move swiftly through these. It will be choice at $10. Choice at $10, and it's going to be choice on antique pin cushions or vintage pin cushions. Okay. So the way you see them is the way you'll get them. If they have a pin in them, it's gonna stay with the pin. So I will show them to you off the board, but the first one is A, which I've always called that the globe. It always looks like a globe. I don't know if it would have come with a thimble, but there's a holder for a thimble. Letter A also has a retractable measuring tape, which I will show you in just a moment. So $10 choice. That one measures about 4 3/4 inches tall. Then we have one from Shamokin, which is north of here. That one's really fun. The center is a pin cushion. There is a vintage cutout butterfly, very 1920s feel to that. And that is glued onto the back of the shell. And the center there is your pin cushion. And then this kind of has, I don't know, like an Asian style flair to it. It has the fringes and it has a silk top to it. And that is like coated card. It's like coated board almost. I know, Renee. Isn't that fantastic? I've never seen a pin cushion. I've always seen an inkwell, never a pin cushion. So let me show them to you quickly up close. $10 choice. I didn't know if we had anybody that collected vintage sewing paraphernalia or wanted to use them themselves. So I do believe right in here is where you could have popped the thimble in there to store. And then it has the retractable tape right there, and it seems like it works pretty well. I would believe that it should have been made in Japan, but it does have the felt on the bottom. So, but again, everything's intact. And I know when the ladies come in or the fellas come into Mother Tuckers and they buy the pin cushions, they like it to have that patina because they're just using them for display. People actually buy pin cushions and just, display them. So almost 5 inches on that. So there's that. Then this one, I swear, this one's got to be probably turn of the 1900-ish. Usually you found these, and then you can see that is like a die cut butterfly that then they adhered to it. And then this is like a felt. It's a very old felt, and that's your pin cushion. And then those are old shells that are all kind of concreted together to make a pin cushion. And that one measures about 3.5 inches tall. So if you didn't like that, you could probably cover that. I like it. But if you didn't like it, you could probably cover it. I bet you could probably even clean that off, scrub that off with a magic eraser. But I think that the fact that somebody kept that for all those years. And then you have this here. I believe this kind of is supposed to have more of a Asian flair to it. It's going to come with the pin. That's the way I got it. The little pearl top push pin. There's a little bit of wear, believe it or not, that is like a silk style fabric on there. You can see all those little fringes are very fantastic. You just got to move them around a little bit. And then you can see that's covered up kind of like almost like an Asian style material. Okay. So I believe that would have been maybe like a souvenir if somebody traveled abroad over there or something. And then you can see the great fringes. So 3 different pin cushions that you don't normally see. Trina is in at 10. We're looking for 11 or more, and then you'll just claim them by the initial.
I've never seen any of these.
I've seen this one, but it's been a globe, like a globe style pin cushion, but not this one. I think this one's earlier. So Jamie's in at 11. We're looking for 12 or more, and you can pick whichever ones you want. Again, they're all different. This one's probably the newest. That one's the oldest, and I believe that one's in between. So 12 or more, we are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Jamie is in at 11. Trina's in at 12. I see Jamie back in at 13. And again, you can pick which ones you want, A, B, or C. All of these are different. Yeah, ones you just don't normally see. And you can embellish them more, put a thimble in that one, put other colored pins in there. Thank you, Karen, for the bid end. So Jamie, thank you. You get first choice. Did you want A, B, or C? You can take whichever 3 you want. You got A. Thank you so much, Jamie. So Trina, were you interested in B or C? Just let me know, and that would be at $12 each. And if you're not, we'll bring them back in the recap. And if you just pick 1 or 2, whatever, and I can watch the chat, Amy. Trina, you got choice at 12. Pass, you wanted the globe. You got it. We'll bring them back. Thank you so much.
Okay, we're on our last 2 rounds, you guys. Last 2. Okay. $10 for me, and I have meow meow. I have a little kitty squeak, and this is a squeaker. I'm not going to squeeze it, but it does make noise. Okay, FYI, I'm not going to squeeze it tonight since it's late, and Maisie will definitely bark at it. Now, I do not know the maker of this cat. I have never seen this cat before, but it has some fun airbrush spotting on it. It is stamped Japan down here very faintly on the bottom. And there is the plastic squeak. It's not a metal squeak this time. But it does have, I did add the ribbon on here, FYI. I added the ribbon, I can't help myself, add a ribbon on the things. But it has these bright blue eyes, really nice painting on it. And the head is jointed. So you can pose it and move it however that you would like it to sit. But I have never seen this one before. I actually couldn't find it either. So I don't have a whole lot of information I can tell you about Kitty Friend here. But besides that, he's very soft and pliable. I don't really see much of an issue with him, and he does squeak.
Whoa.
Just a short little squeak. There you go. You had to hear it just real quick. It's not super loud, but it does work. I wanted you to hear it. Kitty measures 6 inches tall by 4.5 inches.
Yeah.
And I had it measured this way. Okay. So Miss Wanda Meow Meow is in at 10. So we're looking for 11 or more. Yeah, he snuck a little squeak out there. He did. Okay. We'll count him down. We're looking for 11 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bed end. Gavin, it was the cat. I assure you it was the cat.
Oh my gosh. Jamie said that their lab, 7 puppies.
7
Congratulations.
puppies. Oh my gosh.
That's so fun.
That's so cute.
That's a surprise.
What kind of dog, Jamie? What kind of
That's
dog?
a surprise.
Oh, it's a lab. You did say
a hot lab. Yep.
Oh, that's cute. Lab puppies are adorable too. Okay. There's a bid end from Karen. Wanda, I did see her just in case, but you didn't need it. Kitty Friend is coming to you. Thank you so much.
$18, Amy, and I have a vintage made in Japan wind-up dog. Usually I never find these ones that are coated in fur in this good of condition. He does work. You just have to wind him a little bit, and you have to turn him a little bit to force him a little bit to work. The only condition issue is there's a little bit of wear back here to his tail. But the fact that I actually found him, that he has his original bell, he has his original leather collar that is original to him. While we have him back here, the little wind up says Japan, so we know he is made in Japan. Plus we have him with his original eyes, and I do believe those eyes might, I don't know. I'm just going to say they could be plastic. I don't think they're glass. And there's no condition issues to his little ears. He's really, really fun. So he measures about 6 inches tall by 4.5 inches wide. And if you wind him up, okay, he sits, but then you just have to move it a little bit, move the handle, and then he works. His tail moves, his head moves. He works exactly the way he's supposed to. So I don't know if you guys can see. Look at that. Not many of these wind-up toys do they still work with all this age to them. So, again, you wind him up, just turn the key a little bit. You got to get him a little bit of start, and he goes. So he's like, hi, Amy. I think he's fantastic. And if you guys can't afford some of those high-end wind-up toys, I think this might give you a good opportunity to kind of add this. Usually when I find these, they're completely disintegrated. They're completely torn apart. I was just very excited when I find one that looks almost the way it was supposed to when it was original. So thank you so much, Robin. I see you in for 18. The only split in the fur is right here at his tail. There's what the underside looks like. There's no real condition issues outside of the spot there on his tail. So he measures about 6 inches tall. He's about 4.5 inches wide. And again, the wind up that's attached to it, so the key doesn't come out. All you got to do is wind it a couple clicks. And then once you force it one or two times,
His little tail, his little
it'll go on
tail.
It'll go on its own. And he kind of hobbles a little bit. So if you have him sitting on a countertop, he'll kind of move a little bit. He doesn't move. He just kind of like shimmies a little bit as if he's kind of like walking. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. We're looking for 19 or more. He's probably, with the way it's marked Japan, I think he's probably early 50s. I'd say he's probably early 1950s. So 19 or more. 20, he does, Wendy, you're right. I want a treat. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You're right, Catherine. Usually when you find these, moisture's gotten in there. They don't work. They're locked up. They've been overwound. But he was well loved. Another selling point, original bell plus his original pleather or real leather collar on him as well. So there's the bid end. Robin, he's coming to you. Thank you so much.
Good adoption on that puppy dog.
You got it.
Yes. Okay. All right. Last round, you guys. Last round. And then we will do a recap and then move into our community share. Thanks for sticking with us tonight. Okay. My last round is going to be a choice at 8. And I have 3 smaller little doggos. So the first one here, I don't have a fancy garden guy billboard, unfortunately. So this is what I got to work with. All right. So first off is this is a little Lefton hush puppy dog. And they did a whole series of this particular dog. There's planters, figurines, wall pockets, salt and pepper shakers, all sorts of things with this particular dog. And he's in good shape. I think there was a teeny little flea bite. Where was that? Yeah, very on the underneath right here. There's a little shave underneath. It's very difficult to see. And the Lefton sticker is no longer there, FYI. But little puppy dog number 1, and he is 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. All right, so that's choice number 1. Choice number 2 is made in Japan, UCGC, and we have a little spotted doggo. Maybe it's a Dalmatian. I thought that this was a Cupie initially when I saw it, but it doesn't really have wings on the back, so I think it's just a little baby. It's just a little baby getting licked in the ear. I don't know. It kind of looks like he's enjoying it by that dog. So he doesn't have any markings, but UCGC is the maker of this one. It would have had a little foil sticker on the bottom, but that is long gone. All right, that's choice number 2. Renee's in, and so is Miss Gutierrez. All right, and the last doggo in the lineup. This one does tricks. And wow. This one is much taller than the other ones. He's doing a handstand. Like I said, he goes to the dog shows and he competes and he wins first place every time. This one is made in Japan, stamped on the bottom. And the red bow and the tongue is cold painted. Just a little bit of scratch on that one. No chips on this guy, but he is kind of accented in that gold kind of splattery paint there. He is the tallest of the bunch. He is 2 by 3 3/4, and Cupie dog or baby dog is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. Okay, so those are your 3 choices. I don't know why they're all together tonight, but they wanted to have a dog show tonight, so I said okay, we can do that. All right, Sandra's in at 10. We are looking for 11 or more on choice, so let's count down. Puppy dogs: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Minx, that's a perfect statement. It's the sewing Susan of the doggy world. Such a bragger there, Minx. Yep. Such a bragger. Yeah, that's hilarious. All right.
If I even tried to do what that dog was doing, they'd need to call.
No, I would break my neck. Absolutely. All right. There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. Debbie had the high bid at 14. but Renee did get a just in case in there before Karen's bid end. So Renee at 15. We will do Lefton, baby, and handstand.
Renee wants the baby.
She wants the baby.
That one's good.
It. Okay. All right. Good choice. Good choice. All right. Debbie, if you're interested on either the other two that are left, let me know. On deck then would be Sandra if Debbie passes. And I think that was everybody bidding. And I can just watch the chat. Thank you so much. All right.
I'm trying to help you with the chat. $10, Amy. $10. And I didn't have room to preview this. So I think this is really fun. I think this is from the 1930s, and this is a child's plate. It's a divided pottery plate. It's made by a very known potter. It's made by Canonsburg Pottery, okay? So I think, you guys have heard that before. Usually they're known for their heavy pottery planter-style pieces. So $10. This is 1920s. This is a heavy divided plate. And I think with the kind of things we sell, these graphics would look very fun with that. So look at this fun little girl down here. There are some cut marks in it, just FYI, if you tilt it a little bit. So this plate would make a fun, like, charcuterie board, a fun little plate, that you could put out and actually use it, and then show those fun decals that are on it or designs that are on it. So we have this cute little girl here with her bonnet. She's waiting for the train, the steam engine. Look at her with her little puppy dog there. So cute, with her knees kind of knocked in together like that. And she's got her fun little sunflower and her bonnet on. So that's what you have down there. Again, just $10 if anybody's interested. Then you have these two guys right here. The one guy, he's sort of dressed like a clown, but then look, he's got his dog. His dog is dressed up with him as well. So they're up there in the corner. He's got his umbrella. Super fun, really great 1930s style graphics. And then over here, we'll get in close. We have the puppy dog riding the duck.
It's a puppy dog riding chaps.
Yes. So if you guys are into like cowboy things, this is fun. And it's getting washed out, but it's like a buttery cream style color, okay? And it's a nice heavy, it reminds me of restaurant wear. So if you guys know what restaurant wear feels like, this is going to be a nice sturdy stoneware pottery style dish for you to actually use if you want to. So I see you, Melanie, for 10. I believe this probably would have been, of course, a child's plate. So there is some wear to it. There is some wear, and there are, if you look under the light, you'll see some cut marks. Some little, youngster did cut on that. So, but the dimension, it's 7 inches in diameter. 7 inches in diameter. And then here on the back, you can see where it says the Canonsburg pottery made in the USA. So, again, it's a really, really fun piece. They used this decal on a lot of different pieces. You could find tons of other pieces to marry with this if you really enjoyed it. But I really didn't see a ton of the heavy restaurant ware divided dishes. So Critter Girl is in at 12. So we're looking for 13 or more. Let's go ahead and kind of count it down, and we'll hold it up close here because that's my favorite right there. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Just a fun plate. You put this out with cookies when company comes over. They're going to ask you about it. It's going to be one of those things that nobody has seen before. So it's functional vintage, I guess is what they call it. Functional vintage. So Melanie, I see you're just in case of 15, but Critter Girl got in there with a straight bid of 16. Thank you, ladies. Critter Girl, it's coming to you for $16. Congratulations.
Congratulations. All right, I'm going to get us back up here. We're going to move into our recap while Jason is writing down his last item. So we're going to bring back anything that was not claimed during the sale for one more time. If you're watching on the replay and you're interested in anything, I always forget this part. Don't forget you can email and ask if it is still available. So check and make sure on the replay if there's something that you're interested in. Okay. So Jason, do you want me to do mine? Do you want to go?
You go ahead first. I have a couple, but I'll move quickly once you're done.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. What do I have? I do have the J. Chen tin litho recipe organizational box with that bonus from the 90s photo that was in there. I don't have to include that. I don't know if that's weird or not, but I thought that was funny that was in there. So that was 14. So you can put box 14 with bonus family members if you want it. Box 14 if you want to claim that. And and I didn't even say everything. So type in the item plus the price if you want to claim something. And if there's more than one person that's interested in claiming the same item, we will do a quick countdown to break any kind of ties. You can do just in case as long as you have bids in there. And bids can be put in at any point in time during a countdown. If you get a straight bid and a just in case in there, that's fair play. Okay. What else did I have? I had Mr. Patch. He's in good condition. No chips, made by UNESCO. I do believe he dates to the 60s on this one. So souvenir piece for Mr. Patch. He was also 14. So you can put in Patch 14 if you want to claim him or adopt him. Patch 14 or box 14. And then you just saw this guy. Renee, I see you for Mr. Patch. Thank you so much. Mr. Doing Tricks Dog, he was $8. So you can put in dog $8 if you want to claim him. And that was my recap. Thank you all so much. Handstand, William, are you adopting my dog? He was 8. All right. William, just put 8 in if you want to claim him, just for referencing, so I can make sure you're talking about the right thing. All right. Thank you all.
I'll move swiftly. I did have some things left over from my choice round. So my first round was these bone china minis. The little adult kitty cat, you can see, has a little speck up there on the ear. So it has a little teeny tiny little flea bite on it. So the set of bone china cats, they're $10. They're $10. No chip. I'm sorry, no cracks or repairs. But there is that little flea bite up there. So if you're interested in the bone china kitty cats, you'll get the set of 3 of them. You just put cat 10 if you're interested in them. Then I had my nut cup or your party cup, 1950s plastic mini. She was part of a band. I got you, Critter Girl. Hold on here. I'm gonna call it in a second here. The lag is horrible. Yep, that's what I was afraid. Trina's in at 10 as well. So we'll do a quick countdown on them. But Critter Girl is in at first at 10. So we're looking for 11 or more. And we'll count it down to keep it fair. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. That lag got really weird here near the end of the sale. Weirder than before. So we'll wait to see if Trina puts in a higher bid, if Trina's interested. There's the bid end. So Critter Girl, since Trina didn't put in another bid, you're going to get them for $10. Okay, Critter Girl, thank you so much. If she would have come in with something else, then we would have adjusted it. But Critter Girl, they're yours for 10. Let me sit them to the side so they don't get broke. And then I had the plastic 1950s. If you guys are into Disney and you wanted to collect all of them, they have a Donald and a Mickey, and then you'd have the whole set. These were little plastic party favors or nut cups. This is going to be 14. So if you're interested, you can just put mini 14. These are a little harder to find. I'm not going to say they're rare, but they're harder to find. Made of plastic. So if you're interested, that would be mini 14. Mini 14. I had my Gund Bear with his MC Hammer pants in overall good condition. He just has some patina to the bell there. He is supposed to be, I think, a brighter pink, but he's faded a little bit to a more tan cream. No holes or tears, has his original gun tag. If you're interested in him, he would be Bear 15. $15. Feet are in super good condition with that plaid. They're weighted, so he will stand on his own once you get his big thighs into position. So that would be Bear 15 if you're interested in him. I had my fish ball with the cat. There is a repair to the tail. You can sort of see it better. I'm trying to go too fast. You'll see it better right here. There's the repair on the tail. The cat is made in Japan. It is ceramic. He's a Siamese cat, 6.5 inches. He comes with his fish bowl. Fish bowl is 8 in diameter, and then he hangs on the side. Okay, then you could put a fish in there if you wanted to, and he would hang on the side.
Or Swedish fish.
Swedish fish, all kinds of different things you could use. And if you really wanted them on, you could use some of that earthquake putty we were talking about, museum putty that we were talking about. If you're interested, you could just put bowl 20 on that. Bowl 20 on that. The pin cushions we just showed, but I'll just show this if anybody wants him. He is $8. Mickey, if you want him, he'd be Mickey, $8. He does have a little nip right here on the bottom of his foot, but he, I believe, would have had a Japan sticker, or there's some kind of faint writing underneath there. He is 4 inches tall. If you're interested, you can just put Mickey 8, and he could be yours. And that was everything, Amy. Thank you so much.
Okay, awesome. All right, so you can email either one of us if there's something that you were looking at. Let us know. Okay.
You got it.
All right. Thank you guys so very much for our sale portion. That is concluded. Thank you to Karen for bid ending and Kim helping out in the chat. As always, ladies, thank you so very much for that. Reminder to send email information if you have not done so. Most everybody I know is we're familiar with tonight, but just in case you haven't sent anything, just make sure and do that. And so I will mention again before we move into our community share. Don't forget next Friday over on Whatnot.
Yes.
Mother Tucker Tina, right?
Yes. You got it. You got it. 7 p.m. Eastern, guys.
7 p.m. Jewelry sale over on Whatnot. And then next Wednesday will be our last installment of Christmas in July Wednesdays over on Jason's channel. So make sure you're subscribed to Mother Tucker's channel so you don't miss out on that. Misty's joining us to round out the month of Christmas goodness. So that is going to be super fun. And then we will be back here next Thursday for another episode of Fantastic Finds. And Tuesday, I forgot to mention Tuesday, both Jason and I were invited to be guests on Kat the Nurse Flipper's reseller podcast. So that's at 8 p.m. Eastern on Kat the Nurse Flipper's YouTube channel. If you're not familiar with Kat, she has a large channel. So this is going to be fun. It's a reseller chat. Like she has different guests on every single week. Talking about not necessarily vintage and antiques. I believe like Catherine and George the Antique Nomad were on this past Tuesday and talking about different things. And so we're going to be doing the same things, but we are on Tuesday. So that's going to be fun at 8 p.m. Eastern. And she always saves the replay too if you can't catch it live. So that's going to be fun. All right. I'm going to pop our email up here again. Jason and I are going to share our own photos, Christmas stuff next week because I don't have any more photos to share. So if there's something that you want to email into us, it can be one photo, it can be multiple photos. Just make sure to include a brief description to go along with your photos and if you want us to use your name or not. ShareMyFindsLive@gmail.com. If you want to send us something to share on screen, that would be awesome. Please. Okay. I do have some photos tonight to share from Miss Terry V. Terry has sent us in some of her displays before, and these were Christmas and winter related. So I thought good to share for Christmas in July.
Yeah.
And these were literally the last ones that I had. So fitting that they were Christmas anyway. First, we're going to start out with some general winter, and then we're going to move into some Christmas things. Okay. I don't know if Terry was here. Did I see Terry? I can't remember if I remember her name early. Usually she's right up there with William at the beginning of the sale. She's here, but I don't know. But maybe Terry will see it on the replay. Okay. So first we're going to start out with some winter. So a little winter theme, if you will.
That lamp.
I love that mid-century lamp.
Lamp is yummy.
That's amazing. Wow. But the little icicles that she hung off of the fiberglass shade, that is a great idea.
I like it.
To display those. I really like that. And the brass. And she got those little tiny ceramic penguins and the little penguin book for me. I remember when she bought those back in January, a long time ago. But I like the brass deer. I like everything about that. And here's a close-up of the cute little penguins and the little snowball. I like the little snowy scene that she put together. Now we're going to move into, here's another part of winter. We got Barbie.
Oh my, I love that.
Barbie skiing it up. She made a little ski slope out of foam. That. Isn't that cool?
That's good. That's creative. That's good.
I really like that. And here's a different scene. So some Christmas, same fiberglass lamp that we saw in the first one. I love that. Jason, don't you have that jar that is on the top shelf?
We don't have the jar. Well, I kind of have
a version of it.
Yes, and then we have the planter on the other shelf. We have that.
Yeah.
The teardrop, kind of the top arced. I love how she hung the ornament on that. I need to borrow that idea.
I like that color scheme. Like the burgundies and the minty green. It all works very well together. Now we have I have an overview of the shelf, but these are some things that she put together on a shelf. Look at that really old tree topper star.
So good.
And I think that's a Costa Boda glass snowball votive holder. I think it's Costa Boda. And I really like those. I think she got those Christmas ornaments from me as well, the little blue ones. I like that cute little deer peeking out.
She may have gotten those shakers.
Those shakers, I think. I guess I should read. I think she did say that she got those from you.
Because I remember when I saw
salt and pepper coffee pot salt and pepper shakers. No, she doesn't say if she got them.
If she did get them from me when I sold them, they came out of our personal collection back years.
She didn't specify in that one. And of course the snowflake Pyrex, that's really cool. Like the lucite candle. Here those deer again. Is that Indiana glass? I love that color of blue.
I think it is. I think you're right, Amy.
Here's some more pottery. Good.
She gave Mark from Boston a run for his money when
I know. That's like Mark's favorite color. Yeah. There is the overview of the shelf with all the things on it. And here is the little sled, angel die cut. I think she got that from me.
I love that.
And then here's another peek at the shelf with some more things on it. So
such a good mix of different generations of vintage. Antiques.
Definitely a good mixture of eras and styles and everything in between. I like it all. It just works. I like that Barbie's in there too. Barbie's having a good old time.
I'm sure your mom
that pottery. That's cool.
So good. That lamp though is probably my favorite.
Yeah, that fiberglass lamp is pretty special.
Yeah.
And so is that tree topper. Yeah, I love that lamp.
Those shells are good too.
And then we'll end with the winter again. I just love those icicles. That's very cool. I don't have a lamp like that, but if I did, I would hang icicles on it.
Yeah.
So thank you, Terry, for sending those in. Terry, I think, has sent in, at least like 5 or 6 different displays.
I think you're right.
Way totally different themes. She puts different displays together all the time. So always fun to see inspiration on what you can do with things if you don't know what to do with it. That's why we like to share these, so you can get new ideas of what what to do with the vintage
Agreed.
and the antiques. So
Agreed.
thank you, Terry. We appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. As always, we appreciate you guys so much. If you haven't, please make sure and give the broadcast a thumbs up on your way out. And we will see you guys Friday over on Whatnot and next Wednesday over on Jason's channel for Christmas in July. And we'll see you back here next Thursday.
Thank you.
Take care, you guys, and we'll see you soon. Good night.
Bye.